Last time we left off, we stopped in front of this big tub of lard. This time, we're gonna catch it. Welcome back to some more Pokemon.
What are you saying about me, Lester?
The other Tarbilar. How about that?
Hey!
Just messing.
I know.
You can tell we're friends here.
Snorlax broke up. Snorlax was in a fit of rage.
Yeah, you heard me call him fat. Now he's mad. So we already caught the other one, so I'm not gonna fret about this guy too much. I'm just gonna catch it. I'm not gonna actually try the whole series Pokeball thing. Even if it runs away, it doesn't matter, because I already got it in the dex.
Yeah, you already got him in the dex. So.
And this one's much easier, I feel, to catch at this point, because our levels are so much higher. I mean, I got 40s and 50s here, so
Yeah.
this thing is not gonna be much of a threat.
Not too much. I'm still doing my Master Mode playthrough. I just finally got my Champion's Tunic, so hopefully things will go a little bit smoothly.
That should help you a decent amount, because I remember my point in that playthrough when I got the Tunic, it made a pretty big difference for me. Oh, this is... Of course it's huge! It's a Snorlax!
What are you insinuating, Lester? Are you fat-shaming?
No, this thing's literally a giant! In terms of the Kanto Dex, this is one of the biggest Pokemon.
It's the heaviest Pokemon.
Definitely,
Well,
yeah.
Well, not anymore, but like...
Well, for Kanto it was.
Yeah, Kanto, it was. I say that, I'm like, oh yeah, well, Groudon's like...
Yeah, I'm about to say, Groudon would like to have Orbit you. Same for Wailord.
Wailord's like really... Wailord's just the biggest.
Yeah. So now that guy's out of the way, I can come over here and interact with this route proper now. Which is a good shortcut back to Vermilion.
Back to Vermilion.
Oh, this guy only needed 30, guys. Well, kind of forgot about you for a while, so we easily smashed that number. Yeah, 94. I'm pretty sure that's triple what you asked for. A judge function. Now I can judge you.
I forget what the judge function does. Oh, it allows you to see IVs of your Pokemon. That's right.
Yeah, so if you want to just be more in-depth with your training, then here you go. Neat.
I forgot.
I don't really care about the IV nature, saw that.
I mean, you can't change it once you've gotten it.
No,
I mean,
once you got the thing, it's done.
It's IV. I feel like IV training is really only ever used to do like for competitive play, and if you're this is just a casual playthrough, you should not care.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. It shouldn't be a big deal.
A game like this also is one of those you really shouldn't care about at all either, because there's no real way to manipulate the values like there are in later games. Like, breeding is the big one, and you can't breed in this game.
You can't breed in this game, that's the thing. Like, you could, but...
It's a bunch of catching Pokemon and just resetting if it's not the right values, which is a waste of time for me.
It's a waste of time. I feel like there's no point in it.
Yeah.
That's just... and then again, I've quit playing competitively in a long time, so...
Yeah, I don't blame you. The competitive scene for Pokemon is just kind of obnoxious to keep up with anymore, I feel. There's just too much you gotta worry about.
I feel like the Pokemon community in general is just getting worse.
Yeah, I've noticed the same. It's been having a lot of issues, getting more toxic over the years.
That's to a certain other you. I won't name them because I don't want to say that in the chat, because I'm not like that. Yeah, there's just
me? No.
Some Pokemon use it. Pokemon like fans. Why? The sad thing is, Lester knows one of them. What I'm talking about.
Yeah. I seriously don't know what happened over the years. I think it's just fame gets to people and just kind of destroys their attitudes, what I've noticed. So yeah, now that we passed the area where the Snorlax is, the rest of this route's a joke for my levels. You're supposed to come down this way while getting to the Snorlax. I think they want you to come this way first to get to Fuchsia because it's the easier route. The trainers here are like high 20s.
Yeah, they want you to technically go down this route to kind of get the experience points you need for Fuchsia. Going down Cycling Road or Pokemon Road, whatever floats your boat, those Pokemon are really high level.
Yeah. I
really do suggest it for first-time players of any Kanto games to go down that route. Your first-time playthrough whenever you beat Celadon. I really suggest going down this route where we were going.
Yeah, this is the easier one. I've always gone cycling/Pokemon route first. I don't know, it's just more or less I kind of chose the left one when I first played, and I just kind of stuck with it for years.
Because what the game is essentially wanting you to do is, after you get the Pokeflute, go south of Lavender Town, because you're right there.
Yeah.
That's how they line the map and everything. So...
But you have to go through both eventually anyways if you want to do everything, so... Either way you look at it, one side's going to be a little bit easier for you than the other because of your leveling.
You found a repel. I really find these things useless.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be more useful with 8th gen when it comes out later in the year, but for right now, yeah, let's just throw that away. Takes up bag space.
Sell those things.
Yeah, honestly, they're really good just for a couple bucks here and there. They're not really useful from what I've seen. I haven't used one yet. Also, I hope you like fighting Magikarp on this route. There's so many guys who are just Magikarp.
Yeah.
And they should be evolved at this point. What's wrong with these fishermen? I mean, luckily for us, to finish out the rest of this route, we're just doing trainers. I don't need to worry about catching anything, because everything here was pretty much the exact same as from coming up from Fuchsia.
I think you caught the
I was gonna say, wait a minute, you're gonna say Eevee was in the water? I have several questions.
You catch the Seadra
Yep.
and Horsey. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, we got ourselves Seadra last time. Both Seadra and Horsey are now complete.
Good remember.
Everything else on this route we pretty much got. Like, Kingler were good, Farfetch'd were good.
Yeah, so we're good on those guys. I'm gonna be making my way over to Zorfit now. I feel like Miva's Grace is kind of like the first thing.
You're gonna want it. You're really gonna want an insta-heal as your first ability.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Robo.
Lester went Robo. What did you say, Lester?
Oh, you guys didn't cut out at all, so that was weird. I'm just saying you want to have an insta-heal as your first ability. That's crucial,
Yeah.
Master.
Yes, I know. She's a shrine. I know, game. Stop beeping at me. Stop yelling at me.
I love how you guys get a bite. I can't. The game doesn't give me a fishing rod. I'll never know what that feeling's like in this game. It's so weird that this is like one of the very few times you don't get fishing rods. The only RPG game I played that doesn't do that as well was like Coliseum NXT.
Yeah.
That feels weird.
That was reasonable, though.
Yeah, because there's really no water in those games that you can really fish in. And even when you could, say like the water spot for catching Pokemon in XD, there's like 9 Pokemon you can get in that game in general for wilds. So it didn't matter.
Yeah, there was no wild Pokemon in Coliseum anyways.
Yeah. And they fixed that a bit with XD, but 9 choices, not much. Not much of a fix.
Nah, man.
That system was terrible for getting a specific Pokemon there, too. Because someone have a 5% encounter rate. In order to really take advantage of that and not waste your food, you just have to keep on resetting your game and praying.
Yeah. This was all folks got mad at me that I just took his weapon. He's like, God dang it, I wanted it! Why did you take it away from me? Healing the Pokemon.
Well,
I do
now,
like
we're pretty much all good, so I'm going to go to Saffron, and this is going to be interesting, because this is the point now where I haven't played this game yet. I'm going based on memory from playing the previous versions of Gen 1, because I have not, on my Pikachu file, played past Saffron yet. I just got there and saved last time I played the game.
Oh, wow.
So I wouldn't call this blind, because I played Gen 1 multiple times, but semi-blind, because I don't know this specific way of how Gen 1 handles things. That's it. Remember, you're here. Just staring at me as soon as I land. Also, what, did you say yeehaw? Okay, I guess she's a Western. I don't have Psychic. We only came here just to get this place marked on the map.
Yeah, go to the house. Yeah, right over there where Mr. Psychic's house is. You'll definitely do that.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, Psychic's nice, but I was just coming here for some bread. I guess I don't get the bread. Alright, well now I actually have a good move to teach my Raichu outside of Thunderbolt. Take advantage of that Psychic stat of his.
Stab bonus.
Yeah.
I love it.
Not just that, but I was going to be using Alakazam, and then Raichu's existing, so... Yeah, that one kind of got shoved over off the side. Also, I love the variety of moves I have here now, because you got two good moves taking advantage of his typing. Then you got Brick Break just randomly here and Headbutt just for random coverage.
He's like, I'm trying to be a fighting type, and I'm not a fighting type.
I'll try, dang it. So I know this place, well, at least I'm going to assume this one follows the same tradition as the older games. It's non-linear in a way. You can either take care of the Sylph Cove building, or you can take care of the gym. One or the other. Doesn't matter which one you do in whichever order.
Can't do. It was like that in the old games, too. You couldn't do the gym until after you beat Sylph Cove.
Oh, okay. I mean, either way, I was going to do that first.
It's fine.
Oh, this is what I was thinking of, the dang fighting dojo.
You can take care of the fighting dojo. That's...
Yeah, we'll leave that stuff until after we do Sylph Cove, because these guys are going to be a joke in Sylph Cove. I already know it with the typings. Like, my Raichu would just destroy it, since everything's going to be, like, a lot of poisons and some normal types.
Yeah. And plus, your Pokemon, like, what, almost 50?
I mean, yeah, Eevee alone is already 50.
The Zolfo Boomerang.
I love how they had to shove him out of the way again, even though he was nowhere in front of the door the second time.
Yeah, I love how that's how they get the rocket.
Looked like he blacked out, you know, standing up straight. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That totally makes sense. Now, this is kind of interesting. This is different. You'll notice. This part surprised Amber whenever it first came up.
Ah, yeah, hey, how's it going, buddy?
Blue.
And other buddy.
Hi, actual Blue.
Hi, Blue and not Blue. You're Blue, the Blue, as in the color or the person? Well, I heard there was a takeover. Well, Team Rocket. I mean, they're both pretty good answers. Just me, a smart aleck. What do we do? I planned this? I just kind of want to come in here and join Team Rocket. That was the plan.
I wanted to join.
I already have the outfit and everything.
If it only were that simple.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trace is gonna lose. So it's up to me.
So you gotta fight Blue.
Yeah, I knew this was coming as well. Yeah, I think I'll continue leading Raichu. That'd be a good idea.
Raichu.
Or Raichu.
Too bad he doesn't have special music. It's just the dang trainer theme. Okay, come on. You couldn't just go with the original rival theme?
Yeah, they could. I don't know why they didn't shoot. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, pretty big one at that. Alright, I wasn't expecting him to start with Executor at first. That's not even close. Yeah, then that's the weird thing. 2 Pokemon's very limiting for this guy. You can't just forget the rest at home.
Did Gary have a Executor in the anime?
I don't remember. I would like to say he did.
I remember he had Needle Queen.
Yeah. At that, he had an Eevee. It's hard to remember his entire team. It's been a while since I've seen it. I know he had Kingler, or Krabby at one point. Probably did evolve into Kingler. Oh yeah, this is like a very random team. It's like, I'll just take my Executor and Charizard. That's it. Everything else can stay at home.
By the way, I'm sorry, not Gary, but the
How dare you!
Blue, red, and green. This is not based off the anime versions of them. This is based on the manga version of them.
Yeah.
And manga Blue had pick Charmander.
Yeah, exactly.
And Bulbasaur. So that's why he has a Charizard. It's because it's based on. I mean, shoot, they're based off of the characters that showed up in the little official like manual that you get whenever you bought red, blue, and yellow. Remember the like brownish, like thick manual you got?
No, because I don't think I ever got it. I don't remember that manual at all.
Yeah, well, it was there.
Well, that was just a random roadblock. I don't know why he didn't take these other 4 Pokemon with him. Not much of a challenge, right?
Yeah.
Or blue. Sorry, I'm a little colorblind.
A little colorblind.
You guys just want me to go ahead first because you want me to solve the puzzle. Because this place is a giant puzzle. They just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. This place is very confusing on a first playthrough.
Yeah. He has a Nidoking, Arcanine, Dodrio, Nidoqueen, Magmar, Scizor, and Gold. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what Gary had.
Okay, yeah, like half of that I did not remember at all.
No. It's kind of like they only showed it in one episode.
Yeah, that's true. Like, most of the time when they showed his team, it'd be like 1 or 2 Pokemon at the most they would show. And most of the time it was Eevee.
Yeah. Coffee! How many times we're gonna see you?
Yeah, between this and Ekans, who knows? I mean, I can one-shot him now, so it won't matter how many times we see him. Just have to make sure my PP's high enough. I mean, it doesn't apply here, because this is a female Raichu. I can still one-shot him at it, so I'll save the Psychic.
So what happened on your Pokemon Go this morning?
Yeah, so I played some of that earlier today because I went out and wanted to get more Pokeballs, and every time I was in an area when I couldn't get any more, there was like 10 plus things that showed up. Like, thanks, game. I can't catch these. Thanks. I had so many good things. I had a cast form show up. I wanted that.
I want that.
That did not work out at all. And I had, no joke here, I had 5 Pokeballs, and a Trico ate them all. I tried to catch one, didn't even end up catching it because it kept them breaking out, and the balls kept them missing. Yeah, it wasn't fun.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, now I remember why I kind of quit playing that after a while. It was like, it was kind of hard to keep up. Because you just keep on losing dang balls. If you don't buy them, it's impossible to get a decent chunk. You only get like 2 or 3 from the stop.
I need to go boot up my Pokemon. I'm gonna go do that real quick.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta get my melt hands, man. I'm gonna get melt metal. It's literally the last
Yeah. At this point, you need that, and then you have a 100% complete dex from Let's Go.
Yeah. Hi, Ethan. How you doing?
How's it going? So this is the whole gimmick of this place. Now I actually get to see it. These teleporting platforms. You don't know where these take you until you step on them. So it's a crapshoot when you first play.
Yeah.
And plus they made the animation longer for this game, which, oh god, we might be here for a while.
Well, what I normally do when I do Silph-Co, in every version of Gen 1 I play, I just go up from the bottom floor all the way to the top floor, fight all the trainers, and when I get the card key, go back and I unlock all the doors.
Yeah, honestly, that's the best way to do it, because I do something similar as well. I just pretty much go from top to bottom. Or bottom to top, I should say.
I think the teleporter that takes you to the room you need to advance is on, what, 3rd floor? I think? Yeah, I think like the 3rd floor.
That's not bad. Well, you just put a reflect. Hang on, let me break that. No more reflect.
Doing well. I'm just making a moment on Twitter regarding a game I live tweeted a few years ago. Oh, I always forget that moment's a thing on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not many people use them, so it's easy to forget about. I think the only person I follow actually has been using the moment system has been Proton John. And that's only as of late.
Yeah. I literally booted up Pokemon Go, and I was like, thanks, Pokemon Go, for making me feel like I'm
okay,
a jerk.
this Porygon just looks straight out of an N64. Like, did they just rip this from Stadium? I wouldn't be surprised.
But,
I mean, that's the point of the Pokemon, so I'm not giving a crap for that.
Is that a Hyper?
Yeah, it was Hyper Beam.
Holy crap. Anyways, Pokemon Go kind of made fun of me just now, just booting it on. It said, you walked 0 kilometers this week.
Oh, I had the same thing happen to me earlier. I was like, you want 0 kilometers? Yeah, because I don't play the game.
Thanks, Pokemon Go. You made me feel awful.
Yeah, because it doesn't track how much you move around when the game's not open. So I was like, that's a bold-faced lie, because I'm definitely walking way more than that with my phone in my pocket. But the game doesn't think that.
No, it don't. Okay, what about Mystery Box? Oh, days remaining to Mystery Box access. 2. So I gotta wait 2 more days. Gosh, I forgot. After you open it, you have to, like, wait, like, 8 days.
Yeah.
Open it again.
It's like a weird time frame, too. Like, 8? That's like a little over a week at that point. That feels like an odd number to me. If it was like around 7, I don't think it would have bugged me as much. But 8? Hang on, what?
Now, I saw you were playing a little bit of this last night, Ethan, on Twitter, and you were talking about how your Vulpix got Flamethrower, like, really early level.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Vulpix learns it pretty early on, and then Charizard's like, what is a flamethrower again?
I think I mentioned this on my tweet that I think, if I remember correctly, in this game in particular, they made it kind of easy for Pokemon to learn all their moves that they need to learn.
Yeah.
So like, they learned all their good moves at like in the mid-30s.
Yeah, minus Charizard. He just kind of forgets what good moves are.
Yeah, but you know, yeah. So yeah, Vulpix learned Flamethrower right at level 24.
Yeah, like, that's a pretty early level to learn Flamethrower, so that's why I'm thinking what you're saying, Matt's probably right. They probably just made a lot of the levels, like a lot of the moves, like at earlier levels, just to make it easier for people to pick up the game without having Ember for like 60% of their adventure.
Oh, hey, you're Dratini evolving.
Sweet, now we're gonna get something we already have
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
because
I
of
hate
stupid
you,
luck.
I hate you, Lester.
Yeah, remember we took longer to find Dragonair than Dratini. Or we caught Dragonair first. We took longer to find Dratini than Dragonair. That was the problem. It should have been the other way around, but it wasn't. Why? I only know what floor I'm on at this point. Let me go check.
It says, yeah, I don't use moments very often. I'm going to start using them more to catalog games I've liked
11.
reading about.
You said
It'll be
third
easier.
floor, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think don't quote me on this. And I mean that. Don't quote me, chat, please. It's like I think it's on the third floor. Matt's LP Adventures 2019.
Yeah.
But you need card key to get it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think on the 5th floor, you can get the card key, if I remember correctly. Alright. I'll be right back, Lester. I gotta let them all know.
Alright.
In Pokemon or in real life?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, in general, with the moment system, it makes finding a lot of older tweets, or just batch tweets in general, it's a lot easier to have in one little system, like moments have. I think it's just, like, half the time people forget it exists. Same thing with lists, too. I always open the mobile app, it's like, you always hit your icon to check yourself, and then you see lists, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing. You can make a list on Twitter. Why? I don't know, but I can.
I mean, it's good to have it if you ever do use it.
That's true. I always just forget the list feature is a thing. And then I remember years ago, it was easy to get put onto like other Twitter lists as well, like in a group of some kind. Like, wait, how did I join this some weird list thing I've never seen again? I'm just here. Yeah, you can't fool me, game. That's not an optical illusion. That's Pokeballs. Also, why Pokeballs? Give me Ultras. There's Flash Cannon. That's a pretty good steel move. I don't know if anyone I have can learn it. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Maybe once Dragonair evolves into Dragon Knight, but even then I kind of doubt it. Wait a minute. Did they see... I forgot they did this. Did they seriously put a teleport next to a teleporter in the same floor? Wow. What a waste of resources.
Oh yeah, the key card is not in the same place, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Just in case you were wondering.
Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here again, Archer. Oh, we haven't had a double battle in a long time. That would be different. Okay, you go for the electrode with the Cubone. I am so sorry, but he's going to be joining his mother soon. If that thing used explosion. Let's not have that happen.
Please, no.
Oh, good. It's doing protect. I know what's coming. Everyone shield yourself. It's gonna hurt. Yep. Yep. Not surprised.
And everyone died.
I mean, you do it inside of a building. What? Really? Why'd she bother? It did half damage to both my Raichu, which was over-leveled, and the Cubone, which is about the same level. Wow, that was a waste.
He's not very bright, is he?
No, and that's not that strong of an electrode. Like, holy crap. Well, so much for that thing joining its mother, instead of then just kind of wasted its self-destruct. Oh good, you're not toxicing me, because I don't care what happens to Trace's Pokemon. I'm not Trace.
I'm not Trace, so I don't give a fuck.
How did the boomerang miss?
Boomerang. Oh yeah, I see you're fighting Archer again.
I've already told him the key card isn't in the same place.
No, it's not in the same place.
Gabe, can we decide what we're
threw me
doing?
off.
Thank you. God, I hate how this game sometimes just randomly pauses after you select the command. It's like, you want to use Psychic? Okay, let me think about that for like 5 seconds. Like, why does it do that? Come on.
Like I said, I really do think that this is... I mean, this game is obviously Game Freak's first attempt to make like an HD Pokemon game in a way.
Yeah,
so.
and it definitely has weird hiccups. Like, I'm not surprised this is happening for that reason, because X and Y was known to have a lot of technical issues, especially at launch.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before, this is its first like HD Pokemon game in a way, so.
Yeah. I mean, it pretty much is, actually. It's not, in a way, it legit the first HD Pokemon RPG.
Which, I'm hoping that Sword and Shield, which I'm excited for Sword and Shield really bad. Like, I'm really excited for it. Because, you know, I just don't play Pokemon. I love Pokemon. It's one of my favorite franchises. It's literally, like, up there. It taught me how to read. So, yeah. Cubone is so unreliable from what I've learned. Oh, well.
Yeah, not one of the best, unfortunately. I mean, from what I'm seeing so far, at least what they showed, is that it basically looks like an updated version of this, which is kind of what we expected. Like, graphically, it literally looks like the exact same as this, but with more polish. And that makes sense. It's a game coming out a year after this one. So they had more time to figure out the hardware.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping some of the weird pausing, that gets fixed. Because that feels like a weird issue. I haven't seen it in the 3DS games. Which is weird to see on the Switch when it's more powerful. Compute things quicker. Trace is mad. He got punched. Thanks.
See? Yeah.
You sure you don't want to use that, Trace? You could be the hero. I guess you don't want to bother. Well, now I can do whatever the heck I want because I don't care about the transporters anymore. Yeah, let's not fight a dragon guy. I'm gonna ignore him. No, I didn't want to go the first one, go the second. That's fine. Hey, I'm like that weird kid who just plays around with the elevator buttons, but also forgets to get off the elevator.
You're that kid that goes in and lights up all the buttons.
Hey, I got some friends that are gonna come down next floor. All right, let me just sit in at the floor 50. Oh yeah, that's right. We get healed after that battle too. Convenient.
Just as useful as green. I mean blue. I mean whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever color he is today.
Whatever he feels like.
Eek, no, stop, help! Oh gosh, that's so
Here,
so
I'll give you
weird.
one of our products. Here, have this bomb. Excuse me. Hang on. I don't know if I want this.
What was it, self-destruct?
Yeah, it's self-destruct.
Oh gosh. Like, I get in Gen 1 competitive scene. Gen 1 competitive scene is so weird. But it's just like, but yeah. The self-destructive explosion are used quite often.
Yeah, well, because they're the most powerful moves in that game at that point. I mean, how Gen 1's coding was such a mess, you would be able to easily abuse it.
Right, you. I like that you're using a little too. I really like a little.
I mean, it's basically the same thing, but better because it has Psychic too. I was like, I like Raichu already, but the Alone version is just so much better. It's that Psychic ability.
Pancake, and plus he's pancakes you.
I mean, yeah, this thing loves pancakes.
I mean, and what they actually said in the Pokédex entry that they feel like that Pikachu turned into that Raichu because he ate Alolan pancakes.
Which would make sense. Because this thing's only found in that region, that it just devoured the pancakes.
I want pancakes. I want pancakes too. I haven't had a good pancake in a while.
I think we lost that Splatfest. I think waffles were technically the ones that were higher up, unfortunately.
Yeah. We can go to IHOP. We need to go to IHOP, babe.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, IHOP.
No, it's IHOP again.
It's IHOP again?
Yeah, they changed the name for like a couple weeks and changed it right back. It was more or less from what I remember hearing. It was a publicity thing just to promote burgers.
Oh, okay.
Very dumb way to promote a new restaurant item. Change the name of your entire branch. Yeah, that'll work.
I love IHOP pancakes. It's so much. Pancakes are like the best thing.
Yeah, I haven't had them in a while. But they are pretty good.
I want pancakes. I want breakfast for dinner. I know that you and your mom and dad had to do that when we were over there. They'll sometimes have breakfast for dinner.
See,
Oh,
this thing knows flamethrower, but my Charizard doesn't know what that is. Come on. The literal butt Pokemon has fire before my Charizard. That one always
You know
calls this
what-
guy's face a butt.
You know what Magmar's Japanese name is?
No, I do not.
Boober.
And how am I not surprised? Japanese likes their boobs and butts. I mean, have you seen Dead or Alive? I mean,
Yeah.
they got so much trouble Twitch had to pull down their stream when they're promoting the game.
Are you serious?
It was that bad from what I've heard. Like, apparently what happened in the stream is that they were pausing the game in, like, seductive poses. Like, look at where that guy's head is. And Twitch had to take it down and had to apologize for it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I get the cultural difference jokes. That makes sense in one area more than the other. But there's a fine line you cross, and those guys shove their head in it. Literally. Also, people are already pissed about how DOA 6 is being handled, which I'm not surprised. DOA 5 is a big controversy game, too.
What about the DLC?
Yeah, the whole DLC thing. Do you know
I-
how much
you know-
DLC costs if you want to get it all for the 5th game?
Well, how much?
Over $1,000. If you want all of it, it's like 1,200 something.
But a lot of people want to say cry foul to that, but I'm just like, you do realize it's literally just costumes.
Yeah, that's the whole problem. Because apparently that's why a lot of people are kind of upset about the season pass price. Because if you want to just get all the characters, you buy them separate, and it costs you like $20. Compared to like, what, the $80 season pass? So at that point, you just don't buy that. You just get the characters. You don't care about the costumes.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It's ridiculous at that point.
Like people want to sit there and cry foul about that, but I'm just like, you do realize that's all cosmetic stuff and doesn't affect gameplay, and it doesn't matter in the grand scheme.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I don't think that season pass should be nearly that expensive. I mean at that point, make a fighter pass at that point, and then call that something different.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people will see season pass and just not even think it's mostly cosmetic. They'll just think, oh, that's how I get all the fighters. Yes and no. You'll get more than just the fighters at that point, even if you don't want it. I mean, there's already a free-to-play version of the game, so at this point, just play that, from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, I'm okay. It's been a long day at work today. I'm tired of 10-hour days. I really am tired of 10-hour days. It's
yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh my gosh, and not only that, I gotta work on Saturday too, and that's the thing, it just bothers the heck out of me. They made it mandatory this week. So it's just like, yeah.
It was just mandatory the past 2 weeks. What's been going on?
Well, it's been mandatory for my line, but not for everybody else. I was just like, why not?
Yeah, I can get that.
And apparently one of our, and I think our line leader got fired today.
What?
Well, that makes things more complicated.
It makes things more complicated because nobody knows how to run her frickin' machine. I only know how to do it, and it's a little bit. I have to go super slow. So guess what? I'm gonna, instead of doing what I'm doing, which I'm the only one who knows what to do with what I was doing, I have to probably go run that machine tomorrow. I'm gonna be mad.
Man, that's just making things way more complicated. Why?
They don't teach anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
They teach one person how to do everything on their line, and they don't teach anybody else that, just in case something like that.
Which doesn't make any sense, because at that point, if something happens, like this case where that person who only knows how to do the job is now no longer employed here, what do? Oh, let's just rely on the backup that just barely knows how to do it. Wait, what? No, that's not how you do the job. You have to train people.
They don't train people. That's the biggest
and
issue.
it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why your job does not actually train anyone. It's a big problem.
It's just simple as that. My job isn't.
I think they're just like, we're not going to bother like paying for it at that point. Just save us a whole bunch of time and money, which is not the good idea in the long term.
Every time I see your little Raichu, I just don't think about pancakes now.
You just really want pancakes now.
I just really want pancakes. I just ate too. That's the bad thing.
It's also bad because you're going to be seeing this thing all the time. This is like the best area for this Raichu right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ethan, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
And just like with how this job of yours is going, they're screwing themselves over at this point, not the workers.
Yeah. I'm just tired. Really tired. Full heal. Yeah, that's what I usually do last when I get the card key. I go back from the bottom floor and just unlock all the doors.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's the easier thing to do anyways. Because these teleporters, honestly, I don't want to take them in this version. They take way too long. So that animation alone will keep me here another, like, 10 minutes.
Revive.
Feels like they would have put a hidden item right here. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do Zora's Domain, because Mipha's Grace is very, very helpful for this
You're
mode.
gonna want it in Master Mode. It's pretty much a requirement to have that thing in a lot of areas. Because if you're not good at the game at all, you need some quick way of healing.
I need something to...
The only problem you're gonna have is,
But-
unless you do Champions Ballot as soon as you have access to it, which honestly at that point may not even be worth it. The timer for that stuff that regenerates like 12-13 minutes. So it takes a while in between using Mipha's Grace in Master Mode, more so than the original mode. So you have to be using it sparingly.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not ready to go do that. I don't want to do that. Do you have your final team?
At this
already?
point, this is what we have now is pretty much the final team, yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were having any other Pokemon you were gonna swap out.
Yeah, the only one I was thinking of left was like that final slot, and I was just thinking at the end, we'll go with Dragonite, which is gonna take a bit, but we're gonna get it. I need to train it anyway, so this is a win-win at that point.
Yeah.
I might as well just train the thing and then keep it on the team.
Hello, Kira. How are you doing?
Hey, Kira, how's it going?
I see Tingle. Ooh, treasure chest. What's in here? I better be a weapon. No, it's a purple.
Let it be known that I'm a major scrub lord. I'm gonna assume you're doing stuff with scrubs at that point. Otherwise, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna smile and not. I mean, the first thing I think of when I hear scrubs is like, you know, it's because of how many randomizers I play and see is scrub sanity stuff. It's like, all right, well, that's just like, you like to buy things.
Oh.
I was watching a multi-world last night, and it was hilarious because they had quad damage on, so one ice trap can easily kill someone. And that can happen at random, too, because you would just be doing your own thing, and here comes someone sending you an ice trap, and oh, I'm dead. Voiding out cost 4 hearts. So that was another interesting one.
Kira says, I got stuck trying to get the true ending of Nier Automata, and I didn't do the obvious thing of connecting to the network. So I gave up after 45 minutes of struggling and dying constantly.
I get it. I can understand why that would be a roadblock, because that could be a little confusing at first.
I mean, you know how many times I died in Master Mode past couple days I've been playing.
I mean, that's
this?
also the point of that, because it's supposed to be the hard difficulty. By hard difficulty, I mean the one that kicks you in the nuts. I put a Lionel there on the Great Plateau. You can't tell me that's not the dick punch.
Yeah. Ow. This lightning, this thunder, Wizrobe. Lightning was all, I can't talk today. Lightning Wizrobe killed me.
Yeah, that's not too surprising. Those things
Tired
hurt.
of electricity is not fun.
Did we do that? I'll have to finish near. Gonna be streaming it, go for 100% completion, which is something I normally do, or I play for 30 hours. I mean, that'd be an interesting stream. To try to 100% that game on a stream, I can get why you do that. It gives you a better push to get it done.
Yeah.
That's how I look at some of those kind of playthroughs I've done on these streams, too. It's like it's a good push just to see the entirety of the game at that point. And it also obviously makes for a good watch, too. Man, everywhere you turn, there's still gonna be a guy willing to beat you up. Even the workers here are pissed.
Gosh, it's regenerating health. Holy crap, man.
Uh-huh.
Especially
Annoying,
when
isn't it?
This. He's dancing around like this. He's healing it the whole entire time. Gosh. Come on, man. I'm going to die.
I don't know if you guys heard, because we were here for a while. Let me just find new tangents. I'm looking over my news feed. I don't know if you guys heard those rumors at one point about that old digital Xbox One S, which is apparently now real, from what I'm seeing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's actually going to be a thing. I love the subtitle to it because it's called Xbox One S All Digital Edition. So when you want to break it down to an acronym, it's the Xbox One SAD. I love it.
The Xbox One SAD?
Yep.
Yes.
It doesn't have a disk drive, now it's sad. They still announced the price of the same, but I feel like, and honestly, if this thing is going to actually succeed at all, it needs to be cheaper than base S models. I still feel like it's going to have a hard time, because you usually see an S out there for like $200 to $250 with games.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to retail around $200. That may not work out all that well.
I need to go. I was wanting to play Halo again, like, pretty soon. Because now that we're talking about Halo, a lot of the news, yeah, I feel like playing Halo. I might go back and start playing the Master Chief Collection again.
Yeah. I have been really wanting to just, like, play all those games basically co-op at one point. Because, honestly, what I've heard, those are really good co-op games in general. Yeah. I'm glad that they made, I think, what was it? Reach or 4? I think it was 4 that started with the 4-player co-op.
No, that was like... You can do 4-player co-op on all of the ones that I remember.
I don't know. I don't think you can do that with 3 and ODST. 1 and 2, obviously not, because it was just not something they could do back then.
3 you could, because I remember we did a LAN party.
But no, I mean like, more or less like online co-op.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because I think LAN, yeah, you could have easily done 4-player easily at that point.
I remember when Halo 3 first came out, and that was one of my favorite memories of video games, is like the day Halo 3 came out. I LAN partied with a lot of people on that game.
Yeah, that was a really good game, the LAN party, because I did that back in the day too. We just played a lot of the multiplayer mode back then.
Halo was a great game.
Yeah.
It was a great series in general. Honestly, I hate to be that guy, but people are talking about it if Microsoft's going to have a rep in Smash Brothers. I think Master Chief makes more sense than Banjo. I'm sorry.
Well, at this point, it's more of a relevance thing, too, because Banjo hasn't been a thing in over a decade, unfortunately.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Banjo. I would be very happy if he got in, but I'll be honest with you, Master Chief just makes sense. It's kind of like
at this point, for Microsoft, that's their mascot. So, yeah. It's either you get him as a mascot or a literal car because of all the Forza.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, I don't think a car is going to ever be a fighter for Smash Bros. I'm sorry. That won't work. How do you make a moveset out of that? It won't work. To be fair, Piranha Plant's a thing, so the argument isn't nearly as well anymore as it used to be. Also, all digital sounds like not the best idea, but sounds like a good budget Xbox. That's what I think, because this is basically almost like the original idea Microsoft had for the Xbox One back in like 2013, before they had to backpedal hard because no one liked those policies. They were originally going to have that thing always check out itself online, which meant all your games needed to be verified by them regardless. So digital system is pretty much the same thing. So it's almost like what they originally want the system to be. But they're trying out a digital version now, I guess, to see if it will sell. I mean, it kind of makes sense for a company to do that when they have disc systems out there, too. Because if this one fails, it's not too much of an issue for them. Because they'll just fall back on the other sales and not do this again. Oh yeah, Kieran, also you got a good point about Rob being a character too. Kind of forgot about that. That's a literal plastic accessory robot. And that's a fighter. So I don't put it past Sakurai. He can find a moveset out of anything.
I don't know what people are. I'm sorry. Like, Tetris, yes. You know what? Tetris makes a good stage. It doesn't make a good...
I was going to say a stage, sure, but I laugh when I hear a Tetris piece as a Smash character. I was like, wait, what? No.
Sorry, I feel the same way.
Assist trophy, sure, because if Pong could work as an assist, then Tetris could work as an assist as well, but not as a fighter. That doesn't make any sense.
I feel like, this is just my opinion, but I honestly feel like Minecraft is kind of in the same boat, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, at least you can do more with him than you can with a Tetris piece.
What can, like, Minecraft Steve do that other characters can't already do?
Yeah, pretty much, because he almost has a basic moveset at that point, because it's all just punches, kicks, and then maybe building things. That's it.
How did I survive all this?
You're electrifying.
Like, I'm literally out of weapons, though. I don't know how I did this. I fought, like, 7 black bokoblins. 7! And I survived. How did this happen?
That's a good question, yeah. You should have died.
I don't know. I'm thankful. Yeah, a lot of people are pushing for now, like Steve. I'm just like,
Well, Steve has always been like that semi-joke character too, because it's a character a lot of people think will never get in, but now it's becoming a more serious request. I don't know. I don't see it happening at all either. Again, if we're gonna pick something from Microsoft, it's not gonna be something like that. Yeah, Ethan, I kind of agree. This place is big. It's always easy to forget just how long this takes to go through because of how much in general is here. That's why I wanted to at least find that one floor that we can heal right away, because that kind of helps. As soon as you find out where to go for the teleports and that, makes your journey a lot easier. Speaking of which, now I gotta remember which teleporter I took. Because it's been a bit.
I got lucky, that's how. Yeah, I'll have to say that, yeah, I did get lucky. I think it's also, it helped that I had a silver blade, which was like 30 power, and I did the spinny charge attack. So
yeah,
like, I like mowed down a lot of the enemies that way. So
I feel like that's one of the best attacks in the game in general. Is when you have a heavy weapon like that, you just do a spin attack in a way with that thing, and it just does a lot of damage. Claymores in general are one of the best for that reason.
I can one round of Stone Talus doing that.
Yeah.
I really can. I don't know if I should fill out this Hyrule combo menu. Does it even matter at this point?
I mean, if you're just doing any percent just trying to beat the game, it really shouldn't.
Okay.
You've done it once.
I've done it once.
Yeah, Massimo's not the playthrough you want 100%. That's pure torture.
I mean, I'm trying to get as many, like, shrines done as I possibly can.
That still helps to do just because of the hearts. Like, you want as many spirit orbs as you can get to get as many hearts as you can carry.
Is this the one that's covered in thorn? Oh, Zora. Hi, Zora. I think I remember where to go, just from... I think it's on...
Oh, coward! It had, like, what, 10 HP and then you want to do this? Come on. Just let me headbutt it one more time.
I think it's the 3rd floor that the teleporter's on.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was 3rd.
Yeah. Just did this a couple days ago, like... can't remember.
Yeah, I don't want to use you yet. You have no good moves yet, Dragonair. I'm sorry. I'll probably teach you Thunderbolt just to give you something here soon, and maybe Scald, but that's it. I don't think there's anything else that really can help right now.
Rah, poison jab. Teach your fly. Yeah, you could teach your fly.
Not now, though. I don't think you can learn Fly as a Dragonair.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Knight, it would easily be able to do that because it has wings.
It better be able to learn fly.
I mean, Dundrio and Dutchrio, not. You know what I mean? Yeah, Dundrio. That can learn how to fly, and it doesn't have wings. Explain that logic.
I mean, Dragonair does fly, but it can't learn fly.
Oh, hey, there you go. We were just talking about good moves. There's Dragon Pulse.
The anime.
Yeah.
Dragon Pulse move.
Oh, I saw Vaporeon said cannot learn. I thought that was Dragonair for a second. Like, are you kidding me? No, this can't learn it. I got a little confused.
Remember when Charizard couldn't learn fly in Gen 1? Or Scyther?
Yeah, I think that's weird, and Charizard in particular couldn't. Like, you see these big old wings? Come on. Come on. Yeah, Scyther at least makes sense, yeah, being bug type. Also, in terms of just its wings in general being a little small. Maybe it couldn't carry that heavy body.
I think they had something similar in Gen 5 with Black and White. Because in the original vanilla Black and White, Emboar couldn't learn Fire Punch.
That's true, yeah.
But they fixed it in Black and White.
Wait.
Too, where he...
Dragonair can learn Surf but not Scald? Okay, that is weirdly inconsistent. It's almost the same thing.
Pidgey could learn Fly, though. Yeah, Emboar can learn Fire Punch in Black and White, but they fixed it in Black and White too, where he could learn Fire Punch.
Yeah. Weird missions like that don't make any sense.
He is fire fighting.
It's the whole point of the typing.
Fire Punch. And the fact that I love Emboar, Tepig was what I chose in my first ever playthrough of Gen 5. And I don't understand why people hate Tepig. I think
it's just because that was the third firefighting in a row. And when people knew that, they just looked at Tepig in general. It's like, I don't want this thing because it's a type I hate. It came out at a really bad time at that point.
Yeah, I guess. But even now today, like, I've seen people post, like, oh, it's like, they have, like, a ranking system of all the starters. Tepig's literally dead last next to Chikorita. I'm just like, come on, guys.
I don't understand it, because honestly, that in terms of stats, Tepig's way better than Chikorita. I mean, so it's a more usable thing. It's not a bad Pokemon.
I really hated that people pick on Chikorita, because Chikorita is what I started when I first played Silver.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's still not a terrible thing. There's worse grass types you can pick in that game.
The reason why Chikorita is so hated is because Chikorita was the worst starter to pick for that generation. Because those two gyms, Chikorita had a very bad...
Oh yeah, big type disadvantages there. Yeah. I mean, Chikorita is considered the hard mode in that game, just for that reason.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Bulbasaur is kind of the same issue, because besides the gyms, it has an easier time with the first two, but its moveset is really bad early on, so you can't really take full advantage of that.
I love Chikorita.
So it's like, it's almost like, guys, if you're going to bash that and not bash Bulbasaur, it's a weird argument. I don't get it. I really don't. The thing's not that terrible.
Typhlosion's like literally my favorite Pokemon, but...
Oh, thanks! I kind of forgot this guy was still here because I moved the Lapras dude. I wasn't expecting random dude to have Lapras. But now we got Lapras.
I can't lie, Chikorita is really cute. but it's the worst starter in the series stat-wise. I know.
Yeah, like, see, I get that. I will agree there, too. But, like I said, there are worse grass Pokemon you can have in that game. So, to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Again, it's the hard mode of Gen 2. Oh, we got a sassy Lapras. Let me check what that was again. I'm kind of just curious. I'm not using it. I just want to see. Special defense up, minus speed. Okay, that makes sense for Pokemon like this. Because no way you're going to use a Lapras to sweep. If you use Lapras to sweep people, I'm going to be impressed.
Lapras is a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
A good Pokemon.
Also, the one you always seen in Orange Islands, because that was basically the taxi service for Ash. I thought my tail was wagging on Eevee.
I love how right you just float.
Like, I'm surfing. I love Chikorita.
Quite literally floats.
Think Lapras can sweep Pokemon Stadium.
I wouldn't be surprised if it had like a good enough moveset, because I know rental Pokemon in that game are all over the place in movesets. So, Pokemon like Lapras, ones you wouldn't think would be that great, become really good because everything else, like a Charizard, knows Fire Spin for some reason. Whoever's in charge of teaching Pokemon moves for that game, I don't think they knew what moves were good at all. They just picked them from a hat. They really wanted you to use the link-up feature back in the day for those games, so if you didn't have the transfer pack, those games were really rough.
Yeah. I think I've gotten as far as the Team Rocket takeover in the Gym Leader Castle on Stadium 2, and I couldn't.
I can understand that, yeah, because they're hard games if you don't have the right movesets. I've never fully completed those, because I know you have to do all the gym challenges and such, get like their hidden Pokemon at the end, like Mewtwo and Surfing Pikachu. They're just always so hard to get to. I think they wanted to balance the rentals for risk and reward. Want better stats or better moves. That's pretty much what I noticed too. But half the time it didn't really work out because the better stats didn't matter if your moves were like 15 power. So most of the time you had to pick the things that had the better moves, even if the stats kind of sucked. Just because it's the only Pokemon you can use that actually has Flamethrower. Everything else has nothing else good.
Charizard has Fire Spin.
It seriously baffles the crap out of me. Like, no! Yes, that's broken in original Gen 1, but not in Stadium. They fixed the glitch there. So, it's a terrible move. Like, I had the transfer pack, but back in the day, I didn't really have a good team on my game, so it didn't matter. I couldn't really use them for much of anything, outside of, like, beginner gyms.
Yeah. Yeah, the transfer pack was pretty much necessary.
Yeah.
Grimmer, use Disable.
I mean, sure. Now to use Buzzy Buzz. He's still dead. In a case like this, that really didn't matter. Hey Celtics, how you doing?
Hi, Celtics.
Hi, Celtics.
Round 2 required to have the transfer pack almost, but round 1's manageable with rentals. At least Stadium 1. Or at Stadium 2 growing up. Yeah, I agree there. I think anything past first round of anything for both Stadium games, it was pretty manageable with the rental Pokemon, but once you got past that point, it started to become more noticeable that if you didn't have a good trained team, rentals weren't cutting it anymore. It was really difficult. And it was really bad for me in Stadium 2 in particular, because I didn't have Gen 2 back then. So, any Gen 2 Pokemon I couldn't take advantage of at that time. I just had to deal with my Gen 1 team, which was not optimized yet. Also, odd fact is that Pokemon Stadium 1, well, everyone kind of knows this one at this point, I feel, if you looked at your Pokemon history, but Pokemon Stadium 1 for us, technically Pokemon Stadium 2 for Japan. Because their original Pokemon Stadium had like 50 Pokemon to play from. It was very limiting, surprisingly.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
But what's even weirder is that Pokemon Stadium 1 on the N64, that's a 240p game, it's fine. Pokemon Stadium 2 takes advantage of the transfer pack and it plays in 4DI. It plays on a higher resolution. That is weird. I wouldn't think that game would boost it, and it actually does look pretty good in 480. You know, as long as you have a setup to do it, because otherwise it's going to look like a mess.
So, Celtics was asking, are you going to get Cuphead on the Switch?
No, I have it on PC. And honestly, I don't really like Cuphead. Honestly, I find it to be too hard. It just takes my enjoyment out of the game.
Yeah. I get that. I could get that why people say
yeah.
Like
I know, like, at launch, it was actually much better than it was until, like, it kept on getting patches. Because apparently the patches kind of made the game harder, too. Which is, like, backwards. The devs knew which weapons worked well, and they kept on patching them to make them worse. Why? At this point, speedrunners just run the original game because of how much nerfing all the weapons got in later patches.
People need to stop comparing everything to Dark Souls.
That's the one game I'll give it an exception because it's almost the same principle. The whole idea is you are supposed to be dying all the time, but yeah, I agree. Not every game is good with Dark Souls.
I would hope not.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd stop playing video games. That is terrible.
So Lester, when's your stream of Dark Souls?
You know, with how bad that backseat community is, that's probably one to avoid like the plague.
I know, I'm just joking.
No, you didn't go to this temple, you suck. Like, okay, I don't even know. First playthrough, shut up.
How can you not play Dark Souls?
How can you not be good, scrub?
I mean, that's another game I really don't care for much at all, because I don't like the same ideas there. It's just, it's a little too repetitive when you keep on dying. Yeah, it's a trial and error game.
It's literally trial and error.
And I don't like that for a game of that scope. It's like, no thanks, not for me.
I like Dark Souls when I played it, but good lord, it was freaking just trial and error. That's all it was. Same concept. It's like, well, it's difficulty. No, it's just trial and error.
No, it's literally just that. Someone on Twitter make a joke about the Dark Souls trilogy on Switch, and they showed Dark Souls, Crash Trilogy, and Cuphead on the home menu. My god.
That is kind of funny.
Crash isn't even that bad. The journalists were just bad at the game.
Yeah, the journalists were just bad at the game.
Like, really, Crash 1 was a legit hard game, but once they made it way better with the trilogy version, it still had its rough spots. It's still the hardest out of the three, but it's not Dark Souls hard. Not even close.
Everybody wants to just compare everything to Dark Souls.
Now, Story of Ascent and Go Die in a Fire. That is legit hard. And that, for all the wrong reasons, since it was an unfinished level.
Like I said, difficulty. People saying trial and error is difficult. No, it's just like, no. I really do find that solving puzzles in video games is really hard, difficult, or I feel like dying over and over in a video game isn't really like should be praised as like, oh, look how difficult the game is, blah 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 blah. It's just like, no, that's just little trial and error. Trial and error is like the cheapest form of difficulty.
Yeah, that's not really a difficulty thing to me. That is, like you said, just kind of cheap. At that point, it's more memorization than anything else. Someone even said the Spiral Reunite trilogy is Dark Souls. I don't see how. I don't see how either, Celtics. Those games are easy in comparison to Dark Souls.
Those games are easy. I don't understand that.
Like, 100% into games can take a while and can be a little difficult, sure, but not nearly to the same degree as a game of trial and error. That doesn't make any sense. You know, I keep on forgetting there's Rocket Sisters here because you all look the same. Are you all twins?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that it isn't difficulty. It's just like, I feel like it's the cheapest way of doing difficult.
Well, yeah, because it feels like one of those things that punishes you for not knowing the solution ahead of time. It's like, but that's the whole point. I don't know because I've never seen this before. And that's why I don't really like it much either. Ever play Sims 4? Nah, I play a little bit of the original Sims. I don't really like it. I've heard that one was kind of a mess because of all the DLC stuff after a while. That's about all I've heard about Sims 4.
Amber, have you played it, haven't you?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. Well, I like Sims in general, so.
It doesn't take much to please you on that.
No.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I remember about that series was that apparently at one point The Sims 4 had a season pass for its season pass. I'm like, are you kidding me? How is this allowed? Also, it's EA, so I'm not surprised.
Well, also the fact they closed down the original company that made the original Sims.
Yeah, which is pretty much at this point why we haven't gotten new Sims yet. We just keep on getting DLC to the old one.
My sister plays Sim 4. Illegitimately, but I can't handle Sim games. It's not for me.
Finally! Here we go. You're learning flamethrower. You like it or not, Charizard?
You're learning flamethrower today.
God, man, this took forever to show up. Get rid of this stinking Dragon Rage crap. Level 50, and it finally can learn it because I find the TM. Holy crap. I love you, Charizard, but man, you cannot learn a good fire move on your own. It takes so long.
Amber's favorite games really are sim games, and she's playing one right now. She's playing Harvest Moon.
Yeah, which I know is one of your favorite series as well.
Alright, jeez.
How dare you like a thing?
I'll go play something else.
Go play Dark Souls. Go play Dark Souls, which is literally every game according to the journalists.
Nah, I'm not that crazy.
Harvest Moon is the new Dark Souls of sim games.
You know, give it time. I would not be surprised if I see a headline like that.
Please don't. Please don't.
I've seen worse headlines with Dark Souls in it. I'm like, okay, nope, you're not. No, now you're just memeing.
Level freaking 50.
Yeah. Also, hi, Super Spyro. How you doing?
Just had some cheese and pepperoni pizza. That sounds good.
Yeah.
We had Subway till that night. Coworker owed me money. Well, I shouldn't say owed me money. I drove him home when
he owes me money, so he bought dead.
A coworker owes me money. Don't make me break your kneecaps.
No, I meant to say, I drove him home for like the past month. He literally lives like 5 minutes away from work, and then he didn't have it. His car was broke, so it was just like, yeah, he needed to ride home. So I drove him home for the past like month, and this is what he was like. I'm gonna go. He said, "Do you and your wife want food? Want dinner?" I'm like, yeah. He was like, "Okay, well, I'll go. We'll go to Subway then." So yeah. Okay, it says they even released Sims 4 Pets, and they get that game.
Yeah, because this has been EA just kind of milking Sims 4, and they keep on releasing a new, different version of it, like a different kind of pack. Which,
well, they've always done that. Though.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing new at that point.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, how many versions of Sims 2 do you have on the GameCube?
Oh man, there's a lot of versions of each Sims.
Sims busting out, Sims 2. Herb Sims in the city. No. Really horrible.
Which is insane. They still do that today. It's like, guys, there's a reason why DLC exists. You could just add that to the pre-existing game.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact same game, but now we're gonna focus on one thing a little more. Gee, I wonder who that is over there. It doesn't look like Giovanni at all.
Gee, I wonder who that is.
Well, that's every single area cleared out. Now I can finally actually do things, an hour later.
I mean, you kind of expected this. It's Silco.
Imagine the money Game Freak could make if they made a Pokemon Sim game. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Imagine how much money Sega would make if they just made a Chalgard in the game.
Imagine how much money Sega would make if they just released another freaking game besides Sonic.
Yeah. I love that, though, because they did put out a poll, like, a couple days ago, asking people, what games would you like to see besides Sonic, Valkyria Chronicles and such? It's like, literally anything but the games you just mentioned, because you're milking them. It's like, yeah, there's a lot. Can we just name your entire Genesis line? Bring all that back. I mean, we're at least getting another Streets of Rage, which that took a very long time. Yeah, they're also like hinting about a new Sonic game at some point, which we all kind of expect anyways at this point.
Yeah. So
I'll be interested to see what it is at this point, if it's going to continue the boost formula again, or if it's going to be something different. Because now that they're pushing for the racing game, they're even doing that animated short thing like they did for Sonic Mania for the racing game. It's cool, It's still a racing game, so it's not going to pique my interest any more than that. You're either going to get it because you want to play it with friends, or you don't care.
I just want them to go back to the adventure for.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I think they even hinted at a remake of Sonic Adventure 1, which I wouldn't mind seeing because that game's all forms of jank nowadays. So fix it up a bit, and it might be an even better game because of it. Yeah. I still really like the original, but it has aged.
They better not give Sonic. I don't think they're gonna go back to.
It wasn't that bad, honestly. It gave better control in that kind of a game, because honestly, that one kind of needed it. Of course, you can find a bottle of fresh water in the dang water crate. Come on. But no, Sonic Lost World kind of needed the run button when they added the parkour system. I think if they didn't have that system, it wouldn't have mattered, because yeah, then it would have been useless. But in its current state, you kind of need that to tell Sonic when to and not to cling onto walls. Which honestly is a good thing. If you hold the run button, you're never getting off a wall. Sonic will just magnetize to it like Spider-Man.
I really doubt they'll go back to Lost World formula. So
yeah, that didn't sell as well as they were wanting. So I don't think they'll revisit that idea at all. I didn't think it was a bad game, personally. I know the 3DS version is considered really bad because of its level structure near the end. But that's a whole different beast. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was that teleporter where it literally just takes you down. Hey, Steve, can you go outside and get me the coffee? But it's all the way over there. Just use the teleporter. Oh, okay. Yeah, come on. Why does that exist?
Don't know.
Guys at Silphico were really lazy. Also, I'm blanking on remembering which one of these is the one I actually need to find, so bear with me.
It's on the third floor.
Going back. Well, to get the Giovanni.
Yeah, you gotta go to the third floor.
Alright, I'll look over here. No game that should get a remake or a sequel. Sonic Heroes. You know, I agree. Because Sonic Heroes is great. Screw the haters. It's one of my favorite 3D Sonics. And everyone says it's like one of the worst. I'm like, no way. Shadow has a lot of issues. the storybook game, Sonic 06. Dear God, I can name a lot more games that people hate. More than Heroes, but apparently Heroes has been getting more of the hate train over years, and I don't get it.
Understand why.
It's not a bad game.
It's not a bad game at all. I don't think it's that bad. My biggest issue is it's slippery. That's all it is. That's like...
Yeah, and I get that, and even then, I don't mind it nearly as much because they really want you using other characters in that game, and that is the reason why it's slippery, because you want to use Flight or Power, and then it's not nearly as bad. But they want you flip-flopping all the time. And I think to emphasize that, they want to make sure the speed character wasn't perfect control. Yeah, Giovanni must be here. I kind of saw his forehead through the wall.
Yeah. I don't think Sonic Heroes is a bad game at all. I would consider it one of the better games.
Oh yeah, it's basically the closest you can get to the classic games in terms of a 3D style.
I don't think Black Knight was that bad of a game.
It fixed a lot of the issues that Secret Rings honestly had.
Secret Rings is a bad game.
Yeah, that one just legit controlled terribly. It barely worked.
06 is obviously a bad game.
Yeah.
Shadow was... I like Shadow because it's different. I even like the gunplay in the game. The thing is, though, with Shadow, it's just like... to get 100% in that game... No. Or get the actual final level in the game? No.
Yeah, it took a long time.
How many playthroughs of the game did you have to play?
You need to do 10 because you would need to go and get both the good and the bad ending, I believe, on each route. Which is 10 playthroughs.
Really? You have to pretty much do... you have to have played every level and have done every, like, moral choice at the end.
Yeah.
That's how you
Because each one had 2 you had to pick from, the good or the bad. And you needed all 10 of them for the final bosses of each route, basically. You need all 10 of those to unlock the final story. Which was really long. I don't mind the structure of the game that much, but that is the part I will agree is really not good.
That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, that is one of those real things that, honestly, nowadays, I just recommend... People want to try the game for themselves, just download 100% safe, just so you can try that. Don't worry. See, even Eevee agrees. Like, just, no. 10 routes?
Nah.
Hell no.
Was extremely exasperated. Are you gonna tickle her nose again?
Maybe later. Oh, move the move. There you go.
I love Eevee. I love Eevee so much. Eevee's so cute. I think that's one reason why they decided to put Eevee as one of the other mascots.
Well, Japan loves Eevee so much, so it makes sense, because they love how cute that thing is.
Can you blame them?
Oh.
You see, something like... The interesting thing is what you're saying about the Sonic Heroes 3D stages is... They did improve the special stages for that with Sonic Generations 3DS, and people still hated it there. I don't think people like that full pipe special stage at all, from what I've seen.
I liked it.
It controlled much better in the 3DS version, but honestly, unless you're playing the PC version, because this trick does not work there for some reason... If you use the power character in the special stages in Sonic Heroes, then they're a cakewalk. Because the power character controls perfectly for those stages. Not too slippery, not too slow. It's a good balance between the two.
Yeah.
And because of it, you can complete those special stages in like 30 seconds. Also, I hate, whenever I watch a playthrough, I always hate people mash the B button or the boost button in those stages. Don't do that. You're wasting your speed. I don't get why people do that.
Because they're noobs.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. If I mashed a button, you boost quicker. Like, no. In fact, you're doing the exact opposite. Every time you activate the boost like that in those special stages, your speed resets. So you're going slower by doing that. Ah, Giovanni still accomplished nothing except for building a game corner and kidnapping a Cubone. Yep. Yep. This dude has not accomplished a single thing since he's got here.
Stealing all their weapons.
That's just a Goomba Stomp. That's not Body Slam, that's Goomba Stomp.
They can't do that. I mean, it's
Hang
game
on,
free.
got a Goomba Stomp. Think the next one I got a 1-up.
Goomba stuff. Here's that Goomba stuff. Yeah, he really doesn't accomplish anything.
Yeah. The most he ever does get done is the game corner stuff. That's actually it.
Yeah.
He takes this place over for a couple minutes, then we kick him out. Then we get to his gym, beat him, and he leaves. And then he just completely forgets about Team Rocket and disbands it. So he accomplishes nothing. I could really have this amazing ball, one of a kind. Here, just sit on my desk. Here, just take it. The guy's gonna murder me for this. Here, just take it.
I felt so bad because Amber used the Master Ball on Mewtwo. I didn't. So I still have it. Oh my god.
Well, now time to use on the random Rattata out there.
Oh my gosh, it's Alpharad all over again.
That's the one dorkly bit. It's like, here you go, you got the one of a kind Master Ball. Use it wisely. Hey, do you have another one of those? I caught this Rattata. I don't need another one. Like, what do you expect? You gave the one of a kind Master Ball, this amazing thing, to a 10-year-old doesn't know what it is. What do you expect?
We all know the only two competent villains in the series are Black and White, Black and White, Black 2 and White 2, and Sun and Moon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I LP'd Black and White a long time ago. I've been meaning to do another game on LP. It might be one of the next couple of games I do. I have a couple games lined up what LP after, and Smash obviously.
Yeah.
Because I still, by the way, anybody who's wondering where Smash Brothers is, okay, I've got we recorded the whole entirety of the game. World of Light's done, everything's done. It's like a 50-part LP, but we have.
I'm gonna interject you just for a quick second to ask this. Where's the dude with my Porygon?
It's over by Pokemon Center.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Yeah. I have.
Oh yeah, here you are. Hi.
Yeah, we've got Smash Brothers all done. It's like a 50-part LP, but my computer crapped out on me one day, and I lost a lot of the commentary files because of it. So me and Amber have to record re-record a bunch of the commentary on some of the videos, and we're gonna do post-commentary on those.
Yeah. I mean, it always sucks when something like that happens, but yeah, you can just work through it at that point.
Yeah,
It takes a little bit longer to get the video out, but yeah, at least you still have the raw footage.
I can just edit it up and make it shorter.
Yeah, pretty much.
There were some parts I had to because of how big World of Light is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't expect World of Light to be this huge.
Yeah, I mean, no, when you first play it and you think, oh, it's not that bad, probably like Subspace. Maybe take about 8 to 10 hours. Oh god, it's 30. It just hits you like a truck.
Yeah.
I liked it though.
I liked it though. Don't get me wrong.
Celtic, no, they don't use the Elgato. I use an Elgato card. I'm using one right now for the stream. They use a Hop card.
Yeah, we have Pop Pog.
Yeah. So, we got ourselves the Master Ball. The best thing in the game, it has a 100% catch rate. Let's see how it works.
Are you serious?
And you can't miss. It's a 100%. You can literally throw the thing sideways, and it works. So there you go. I got myself a Rattata. Perfect. I'm happy.
What? Don't! No! Why?
Oh, that was a good use in the Master Ball. I should probably go back to the guy and see if he has another one. Because I feel like I need more. I need a whole bunch of Rattata.
Why did you make them you two fight?
There's a reason why I saved. I wanted to see everyone's response to that. I wanted to show how it works, and I just love making people freak out. Like, you sound a Rattata, what's wrong with you?
I legit didn't see you save, I'm sorry.
Look at Kira's.
It's like, why? Yeah, I told Amber, she was worried so hard whenever she was fighting you two. She's like, what if I miss with a Master Ball? I was like, you can't.
Yeah. As soon as you shake the controller or press the A button if you're in portable mode, it'll just work. As you see in there, it plays a special cutscene, so that makes things much easier. Don't worry, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. There's only one of those in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So
Kira,
we're not wasting it.
Or a Tentacruel. That was in the manual. It said suggested using the Master Ball on the Furo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure whoever wrote that manual didn't know what the Master Ball did. Like, because that's not what you use it on.
I mean, you don't have to use it for Mewtwo. I am actually catching Mewtwo with an Ultra Ball. But
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It makes things easier, but you don't need to.
No.
Oh, hey, thanks. Now I can be a cop. Good. Now I can confuse everyone.
You got your Porygon at least? Cool.
Yeah, I got the Porygon. Explain the commentary parts since Elgato records footage and commentary. Well, the thing is, like, well, for one, you can record that stuff separate with the Elgato. I do that as well. It's a nice feature to have with it. I think all capture cards do that now with their software, because I think the Hopog does something similar too. My biggest thing with it is that could still cause a problem if those files corrupt, because that's what happened to you. Your video files were perfect. They were untouched. But then the audio files got hit. Yeah. So there wasn't anything you could do to save those. Which, again, that just happens at times, which is always unfortunate when it does.
I'm just glad he still had the video file.
Yeah, because at least that you can manage. Like, you can still work with the video. Actually, wait a minute. Let me see how the Eevee set looks like for this. Just curious. Yeah, it's about the same. Kind of figured.
Eevee's really doesn't change as much.
I can barely see how that shirt looks. Because Eevee's fur is covering the red.
Yeah.
That's why, again, that's why I don't like putting clothes on the starter Pokemon. You can barely see how they look. I want it. I want it.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Hey, jump the fence.
I saw you guys talking about the Furo and the Master Ball. If it was like legit in this game, and I did what happened in our Fire Red and Life Green Let's Play, where I found a shiny Furo, yeah, I'd use Master Ball on it.
I mean, yeah, if you find something shiny, I think honestly that's the best thing to keep this Master Ball for. Just because of how rare that is to happen, and they have a chance of still running. I'm catching up with chat here a little bit. Most people probably record their commentary separate from their main gameplay, probably the balance audio. That's what I do. And I also do that with the Elgato card as a backup. It makes it easier, because if you record on the same track, most cards, they do like this auto balance thing, where if you're not talking, the game goes back to 100% volume. And I think that's very distracting. It's good if you don't have an editing software, if you just want to piece it together real fast. But it's not good if you want to have something easy to listen to without blasting your ears when no one talks. Oh, that was a fight. Didn't have a chance to react.
Didn't have a chance.
That was a good coach. What was your lesson here? How to take a one-shot? My level was obviously way too much for this one at this point. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Ah, Thunder Punch. I don't have a use for this right now, but thank you. I mean, I can give it the Raichu just to give it a different electric move, but I got Thunderbolt, which is better. Thanks. You have a suggestion for video editing software for Ethan? Can't think of anything without resorting to unethical methods. It's hard to think of a lot of free ones out there right now. 'Cause I know there's a couple of good editing softwares that are now free as well, but I can't remember all their names off the top of my head.
What is it? Like, I have Sony Vegas.
Yeah.
But
I know that's like a paid thing, and they haven't done a bundle of it in a while. I wouldn't be surprised if Humble brings that bundle back again.
That's when I bought it.
Yeah.
When they did that one bundle and done Humble Bundle.
Yeah. I use Adobe Premiere myself only because I've had so many issues with Vegas over the years. I had to stop using it at one point. It was actually getting impossible to work with. And before that, I used Power Director, which that came with my laptop back in the day. Like, it came with some stuff.
Power Director, a lot of people won't say it's bad. It's not really that bad.
It's a good starter.
It's a great starter, honestly, because it's not as basic as like Windows Movie Maker, where it's like you just slap things in. That's all you can do. It at least gives you more features in general. But yeah, it won't be as in-depth as other software like Vegas or Premiere because it doesn't have savable presets. I don't know if they fixed that on some of the newer ones, but it's a little more limiting after a while. It's a great start, though. I used that for like at least a year. I was able to make a decent amount of videos with it.
Yeah.
That back in the day was the only software that worked for my capture card, so I kind of had to use it. It's the only way to record video. Yeah, I think Adobe is it's a great software to use if you just want to use something reliable. Because a lot of the other stuff I've noticed had bugs, and that's saying something, stretching reliable, because I know people have had issues with the Creative Suite over years.
Yeah.
I haven't had any issues, but I'm using one of the older versions. Because I've heard with each new update it got worse. Like, let me just stick to 2014. It takes a while to learn Premiere. It does have a learning curve. But there's so many tutorials out there, it's a lot easier now, I figure, to learn in general. So I feel like once you get past that learning curve, it becomes like a really good software. Started with using Adobe Premiere, but then transitioned to Sony Vegas for no reason. Not sure why it changed. You see, that I think, Carrie, you're the first person I heard that started to use Premiere and then went to Vegas. I don't think I've ever heard anyone do that. That's an interesting parallel.
I still used to in Vegas. It's just I'm used to it now.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Like, everyone has the preferred software at that point. And if you're used to it, then you're used to it.
I tried doing Premiere, and I can see it. It's just, I really need to sit down and do a tutorial on Premiere, because...
Yeah. I get that.
I still don't get it.
I mean, there's a lot to it, so I get that.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not very technical savvy at all. I'm really kind of dumb when it comes to that stuff. I mean, programs and stuff like that.
Alright, so, just go ahead and press Alt F4 and you'll refresh chat.
Don't tell me.
Hey, at least you're tech savvy enough to know that's a bad idea. There's so many people who can still fall for that nowadays. I'm like, no, you don't do that. That'll close your software.
And if anyone tells you to delete System 32, don't do it.
Yeah, that's another problem. You pretty much wiped your entire computer.
You will get nothing back from that.
Alright, this guy here is weird. I in the original games and even in Fire Red Leaf Green, he fights you with Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. This one, he's just finishing with a Poliwrath. That is a 180.
Well, that's actually kind of creative. I'm gonna be honest with you, Lester.
I mean, I agree with you. It is creative. But it's like so out of left field. Wasn't expecting that. You had the advantage with the water type and still lost. You are not a true dojo master. So now I have a choice between the two. Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee. This is complicated for a catch-em-all playthrough.
You do not have to... I think you can catch the other one. I'll have to go look. Let me go look it up.
I wouldn't be surprised if you can, yeah. Actually, where is... Let's see. That's Sylph Cove. Oh, Saffron's not on this page. Alright, I'll just Google it. Well, I got Bulbapedia open anyway, so I might as well just search for them. Oh, there's the first one. Hitmonlee, I'll go with you. The locations...
They are...
Here we go. Victory Road. You can get them in Victory Road.
You can catch them as rare catch.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now too.
But if you want it earlier, you could trade with me and Amber.
Yeah, obviously.
Don't worry.
I might just try to go for the catch at that point because they will be there. So yeah, looking at it, the second floor of Victory Road has Hitmonlee, and third floor has Hitmonchan, both rare spawns. So who do you like more, Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan? Bruce Lee. Yeah. I always liked Hitmonlee a little more.
Amber likes Hitmonchan a lot more.
I think technically too, it's like, I think Hitmonchan's supposed to be the worst out of the two stat-wise. Not our standard move-wise, because I know the kick moves are more powerful in general.
Well, Hitmonchan's more defensive.
Why can't I just take him? Here, look the other way. You come with me. I have a warrant for this Hitmonchan's arrest, and by arrest I mean my Pokedex.
I like Hitmonchan because I like Rocky.
You mean Jackie Chan?
No, Rocky, where he punches.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, you gotta like the Sylvester Stallone. How do you get this? This is gonna bug me. Hang on, let's find a back way.
Go behind the sign. No, not that one.
That does not look like a big enough gap.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like Hitmonlee more. The design rings out more. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know, I always liked Hitmonlee a little more myself.
I have no weapons to fight these guys.
Alright, did I enter a gym or did I enter a sweet rave party? I really upgraded this one.
Techno City. You entered Black City from Pokemon Black.
Show me a Pokemon level 45. Okay, here's Dragonair. He's not a fan of Dragonairs.
At least this gym knows what it's actually doing and it just sticks with psychic types.
Yeah, that's true, because... yeah, Poison originally did not. Here, I'll actually show you my Eevee this time.
Welcome to the teleportation maze.
Yep.
I always remember the combination on this.
And this is worse in this version just because of how long it takes. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I want to fight all these trainers too, so we may be here a little while. Oh, you think you remember the past season? Alright, but that's good. In case I'll need it then, that definitely helps. I may ask for it later if I get a little turnaround. Also, if you're in chat there, Allison, thanks for the host. Appreciate it.
She just snuck in.
And also, thanks for the subscription if you're in chat. Appreciate it. Just sneak in with all the good alerts.
Hey guys. Wait, am I subbed to you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That keep reminding me.
Yeah, because they did change how the Prime system works again, too, which kind of annoys me. Now you have to use the Prime sub after the date it expires. So I used to use it like a week before just to resub the channels, and now it's like, nah, you gotta wait until after it expired, and then you're not subbed to the channel, to sub to the channel. Like, why?
research.
Just got back from doing some shopping. Oh, that sounds good.
There you go. There you go. Sure got 2 skips. Your 7-month anniversary. How dare you, Matt? I know, I'm a bad friend. I keep forgetting to resubscribe with my Twitch Prime. I've been sub for 9 months. Matt knows sub Facebook.
Gotta use these FFZ emotes somehow. Oh, I forgot. This is the one that has 2 teleports in the same area.
Teleports. Yeah, this one's kind of.
I mean, it's very psychedelic to go with the psychic theme. Like, I get it.
Like I said, this is Black City from Pokemon Blackford.
Yeah, basically.
Or, Opelucid City in Blackford.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. There's a Hylian. Oh, can you go to Zora's Domain? I only got 1 sword. There's so many enemies on the way out, man. And I ran out of arrows too.
Even worse.
You're just in a
I'm just
bad
in a world
way.
of hurt. I'm gonna die. I did kill a silver bokoblin by just knocking him in the water.
I feel bad for everyone who needs to go to the bathroom in this place. It must be a chore trying to go and find the restroom stops.
Gosh.
And they only have 1 bathroom.
Probably.
Oh, that sounds like my work. Oh gosh. Like seriously, there's only like 1 bathroom.
Why? That's not the best move. Especially when you're in a bigger warehouse.
Yeah. I don't have any arrows. Actually, no, I have 12. Never mind. I have 12 arrows. 1 sword. I'm kind of screwed. Kind of screwed. Is there any weapons over here? I see a black bokoblin.
After all this time, finally, use flamethrower. The thing you're supposed to know.
Finally, what I've been complaining about.
God,
this whole
Ash's Charmeleon knew it as soon as it evolved, and this this Charizard's like, nah, you gotta find the TM first. Just got the lift key, man. Like playing as Eevee. Wish it was utilized more. I can agree. That was like a nice little section.
I like that little stealth section with the Eevee and Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play again.
I think that's the only time they do it too, which is, yeah, just kind of feels like a nice one-note thing. Hi, Stone Lady.
Stone Lady. Stoned Lady?
That's it.
Yeah, look how stoned she is. I know you're possessed, but you're stoned.
I got all these Zoras just asking me to go see Prince Sidon.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna. Oh, Flint. Why do I want? Why does it give me the option to
Eat Flint?
eat Flint?
Ew.
When you're desperate, you'll eat the rock.
I guess in Master Mode, you'll eat anything.
Well, shoot, I was cooking wood in the Proud Sword so I could get some hearts back.
I mean, munch on it like beef jerky.
It made hard rock food. But yeah, I was like, yeah, heals. So, down the hatch, I guess. I know, I'm disgusting. I'm sorry. What was it that you had? You had a talk. A freaking Haunter.
Yeah, that was a Haunter team.
Why?
I know, that was a little random. And the worst part is, like, I would get that if it had psychic moves and just use Sucker Punch. So, yeah, why?
Okay.
Oh, crap, back here. This way. How was everyone's day? I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah, today was just hard. It was,
Tiring.
tiring. I've had a really long day working. My line leader, I think, got today, and I'm a little bit aggravated because that means that I'm the only one that knows how to do pretty much basically everything on my line. So that means I'm kind of stuck because there's nobody to run my stuff.
Yeah, that's just really dumb, I still think.
So
Like, just train people, damn it. It would make everything easier in the entire company, my training.
I don't want to.
Nah,
Wait a minute, that costs money. Nah.
Well, didn't you say the owner of the place bribed you?
no, because he spent $1 million on the front office to make it look great. When his employees were freezing cold in the warehouse, no heaters.
Oh, hey, we made it. I think I got all the trainers. I think we're good. I'm just gonna fight her.
Training is time. Time is money.
Yeah.
I know.
And that's the problem. Is like, we get that idea, but you guys have got to embrace it because then you can actually make more money when people know what they're doing. Not embracing it makes it much worse.
I don't have rock salt.
I'll show you my power by turning into a doll. Oh no, not the anime again.
Monster!
Sabrina was really creepy in the anime.
Yeah, she was.
Like, she just did so many creepy things to Ash and the crew.
Remember, he's fairy type.
That's true. Also double edge. So there's that.
I had to send out slow, bro.
This Pokemon's interesting because I think it's supposed to be the only Pokemon in all of the series that can actually de-evolve itself.
Yeah, it says it's in its Pokedex entry here that if the Shelter becomes detached to Slowbro, he goes back to Slowbro.
Yep.
I'm like, that's the only time I've ever heard of a Pokemon actually devolving.
Yeah, exactly. How would that work for Slowking though?
I don't know.
That'd be confused. Like, oh, what am I now? I can't be Slowpoke again.
And it comes up. Alakazam died because his defense is horrible.
Yeah. And Double Edge is really strong, so it looks fine from that.
Charizard. Jinx. I wish I could catch Meltan so I could get more. You know what, Kira? I tried doing the nab, not the nab berry, but whatever the berry method is for the Meltans, and I just realized I don't have those berries.
Yeah, so that makes it harder when you can't use the thing that makes it easier.
Yeah. The Pinot berries, that's right. Yeah, rip. I know.
It's hard to come across berries in that game, though, so I'm not surprised.
Look, okay, this threw me off for the first time. I legit thought that jumpsuit that Sabrina was wearing was all purple, and then you look on the backside, like, oh, wait, there's still skirt on the end of that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's not an actual jump skirt, it's just like 2 pieces of clothing.
It's like, what the heck? I didn't know there was a teal skirt on the end of that. That's kind of weird colors to put together, but okay. Wait, I've never seen Eevee do that.
I'm poking it, that's why.
Yeah, if you poke it enough times. Or in certain areas.
Yeah, like I'm poking its cheek and it's doing that.
Wait!
Like... Now, I know you can do this more and it'll actually piss off even quicker. But I don't know the sweet spot.
So cute. Eevee's so cute.
I'm gonna do the old method.
Eevee's laughing. Bonk! I love that. And then when you return to Eevee, it's like, nah, what did you do that for?
So smug.
No, that is a smug look on her face.
Smug as the smugs.
I love that smug look on Eevee's face.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Okay, Ethan. Have a good dinner, bud. That's my mascot right there. Yeah, Eevee's such a good boy.
Hey, but let me turn back around. I want to see that again. I want to count those trainers to see if I got them all. I can't find them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Wait, what? Oh, I'm counting with my hand. I must have activated the Eevee thing.
Can't contain its laughter.
Yeah, I think I got them. I think I got them all. We're good. Well, now I'm actually in a town area, so I can actually ride Charizard. Thank you. Let's go fast. Get off the pole. Hey, thank you.
Let's heal our Pokey. I mean, we didn't really catch too many Pokemon yet. I mean,
that's kind of expected when you're in a town, because there's not really that much you can do to catch Pokemon in towns.
Three gift Pokemon this episode so far.
I mean, that's already a big thing. So, now at this point, that means I have routes open to me again. That's pretty much everything here. So now, I can make my way down to the next gym area, go around 1920 and such. And if I wanted, I could technically even go back to the power plant location and actually do stuff there, because I could surf.
Yeah.
I think I've pretty much cleared all the areas up to that point anyways. I'll just make my way down the future. I'm going to probably save that until after we beat the 8th gym. Just to make things easier when fighting legendaries. I want my full team to be balanced and not just like Eevee. Because, yeah, that would be an interesting experience. I'm going to take a quick break, though, with that. Get up real quick and stretch. So, Yeah, when we come back, then we'll make our way down the Route 1920 and such. So,
Making my way downtown.
or out of the town, in this case. So we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned, and be back with more pokes.
Lester, why is Michael Bay making a Dora the Explorer live-action movie?
Well, that's a good way to come back. Hey, guys. We're back. That's the thing. I still laugh at it every time I read the headline.
I'm confused.
I'm so confused.
Yep.
Why?
Yep.
Yes, Kira. Apparently, Paramount is making a live-action Dora the Explorer movie directed by Michael Bay. Why?
Ow. Death.
This is ridiculous. I don't understand.
Do you know where we're going? I think we go this way. Explosions follow the land.
Explosions and death. Well, that's certainly a thing.
Yeah, huh? That was a headline that made its way around last year, but I think the movie has been resurfacing in news because it's becoming more work. I think that's why you're probably reading the headline again.
Freaking Paramount's also making the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which
yeah,
also
that's been nonstop in the in the news about the movie.
Honestly, the character doesn't look bad. People want to say it does. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
We need to see the rest of the movie before you can say anyways. Because we don't know. Eggman could look like total trash. We don't know.
Eggman could look like he did in Sonic 06.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised.
Jim Carrey's playing Eggman. I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah, Jim Carrey's playing Eggman.
Yeah, what a combination.
By the way, these, swimmers, whenever you lose, they have snot nose. And
yep.
Your horse.
A little disgusting. Also, not gonna use it on the team, but I want to show this off.
Yeah.
Here's how Labras looks.
You have Gyarados?
Yeah, we showed that one last time. So, yeah, there you go. And now I too am part of the anime.
Those are the only two Pokemon they could use.
It's kind of bizarre. You would think about it. Like, here's Dragonair. This would be a great one. Nope. Just me and Eevee. Like, I don't get it. Some of the other water types would have been perfect too, but it's just two of them.
Who are you trying to get again?
My, trying to figure out. Yeah, it's my Vaporeon.
What member did I lose again?
There's too many Pokemon. Have you seen all the Goldines?
Why did you catch so many?
I was trying to get a catch combo up to get the Seeking to show up a little earlier.
Oh.
Didn't really work, but I did anyways.
No.
Just so much.
Oh, random lister, but check this out. Good for testing out emotes. Badges look like they're submitting them to Twitch. Look like before they're submitting them to Twitch.
Oh yeah, it's a cool little site you can just upload your own emotes to just to see how they look. And then it pretty much adds in text lines and a random chat just to make it look like how it would on Twitch. Like, this is a cool idea.
By the way, Lester, Golduck is literally like next to Mewtwo, my last Pokédex. Because Golduck, he comes in so late. Him and Lickitung are like one of the only Pokemons that the only place that they spawn is Cerulean Cave.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're very late game. I know that. Like post game at that point, technically. Yeah, I didn't know about this site in particular, so thanks for sharing this one. I know that there's been a couple sites out there that do this. I just never really found them by the time I needed to test it. I found that about after I submitted most of my emails at the time. But yeah, it says you bring up the email thing for people wondering, subscribers. You might notice like there's different loyalty badges now we have in the chat. They're pretty much the same thing. It's just I add a new one because now Twitch gives you a 9-month badge. Feels a little weird, but at least it closes the gap more. So I moved around some of the badges a bit. So now there is a purple one at badge level 3. So in 3 months, you get like a dark purple instead of like the light purple you start out with. I figured just like make the dark one the second tier just to make it look more progressive. Even though technically the dark purple looks more like the default star that Twitch uses for the subs. I want to be different.
You want to be different.
It's hard to make these crystals look more distinguishable in a lot of colors. Because a lot of the colors I've tested with this pattern, they all look like vomit. So it's like, you gotta pick some nice bright colors. Otherwise, it may not look good. I had a yellow design I was going to use originally, and it does not look like gold. It looks like puke. So yeah, that got scrapped. Alright, well, in this route, looks like the only new thing I can be getting here is a Starmie, but it's a 1% encounter. So I might just be getting a high enough Staryu and just leveling it up real fast.
Use a water stone on the Staryu.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'll probably just get a Staryu and just evolve it. It's like, not worth going for the Starmie. It's a rare spawn. You can also catch Lapras here. So if you miss that guy who had the free one, here's your second chance. I'm gonna skip that though. Yeah, next round's even more barren because we have everything from the next route. Because the next one we can catch Gyarados finally. But I got one. So no. All I need now is a Staryu. I'm not allowed to be different. Oh, I see what it is. I gotta follow the trends. Where is the face cam, the alerts, and the screaming on the microphone? Playing Happy Wheels. You know, the hot 2012 memes.
Oh yeah, don't you remember the days of Happy Wheels? 2012.
There was a 3D Happy Wheels game. Like it's a game that plays extremely similar. I can't remember what it's called. I know it's on sale currently on like Switch and such.
Made videos on Happy Wheels.
I miss those.
I miss those videos. Made videos on Happy Wheels.
Yeah. Oh, like those are simpler times.
In general.
I miss those.
You got a good point.
I shouldn't call him like that. That's mean. I know he's been busy.
We've all been busy.
Yeah. Oh, you also decided to make your 6-month badge purple as well. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, like purple is like it's such a defining color, especially in a dark mode chat. It just sticks out really nicely. Just like how it looks.
Purple's a good color, right?
Also, I just love how Twitch drew that 9-month slot at everyone so suddenly. It's like, oh, by the way, guys, you can now add a 9-month loyalty badge to your channel. It's like, oh crap, now I gotta go commission someone for this. this hit me so fast. Like it screwed up a lot of streamers. A lot of them are just kind of ignoring it for right now. Then they get new art made.
One of my favorites.
Blue's my favorite color.
Yeah, and blue is also my favorite.
Which one's this?
A minor test of strength.
I love when you fight people on the water here. Everyone just standing on water like Jesus. This is not how it works.
No.
You should be.
Oh, the water's a lot shallower than I thought.
Oh man, you were swimming when I first talked to you. I'm so conveniently glad that we found the shallow water 2 inches beside you. I always hate finding all the trainers in water like this because it's such a big map. You're just like going all over the place trying to find more trainers. Before I continue on, let me make sure in the Route 19 area here, let me make sure I don't need a Staryu, and if I do, I'm going to stay here for a second. Can't remember if I caught one. I don't think I did.
I think you caught a Staryu, I'm pretty sure, because we went over the water ones once you got...
Yeah, a lot of the ones we did get already. That's what I'm trying to make sure. Give me a sec while I find it in this large Pokedex.
I think it's like...
Oh, here we go. No, I don't have it. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like in the 120. Surf's up, dude.
Okay, hold on a second. Allison, you're not rude.
Yeah, I can check this out. I mean, we gotta wait for a random spawn, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're literally waiting for a spawn.
That looks pretty good. Yeah, it still easily shows up on both light and dark for me. Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, Staryu is listed as not caught, so you still have to go catch Staryu.
Yeah, which, give it a second. Got it.
Yeah. And then just use Waterstone on it real quick.
Yeah. Not gonna spend all this time for a 1% when I could just use a stone.
Yeah, which you probably have in your inventory. But Starmie is a good Pokemon. If you need a good water-type Pokemon, Starmie is probably one of the best one in general.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna show. I don't remember I showed this already, but I'm gonna do it again. Eevee doesn't seem to like it. Like, no.
Actually, Eevee doesn't. If you go play with Eevee after that, she gets mad at you.
Bitch, why'd you give me a water stone? You already got a Vaporeon.
What the fuck? I don't want an evolutionary stone.
You already got a Vaporeon. Why do you want me to be a Vaporeon?
It still has that smug look on the face.
I love that look.
I didn't know about that, so thanks for that tip.
Thanks, guys. Well, that's going to be my new 6-month badge. Moving the blue one with stars on it to the 9-month. Ah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Again, it shows that progressive state, so that's a really good idea.
Bitch, I don't like that Waterstone. Starmie is such a good water type in Gen 1. Because it has Psychic.
Yeah. It's like pretty good typing.
Slowbro has it too, but Slowbro is more of a tank.
Yeah. This thing's more of a sweeper, because it has a high speed stat. And pretty good special attack, too.
Yeah. I know it's your favorite Pokemon, Allison.
Well, time to put that back in the box and get me back my Vaporeon. Where is it? There it is.
Vaporeon's like, I always get swapped out.
Well, that didn't take long to clear a route. Also, I love how this stretch right here is Route 20. It's literally inside of Route 19. So
Yeah,
that's a little weird.
Yeah. It's a glass cannon. Yes, it is a glass cannon.
Yeah. That's the only downside it has, but as long as you have like really good moves to beat it and like, sweep people, you don't notice as much.
What the fuck? Wait. What? Oh, okay, hold on. I thought a glitch happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was a little confused what was just happening there.
Sorry, I thought a glitch happened. It did, and I was just not looking at it right.
In your game?
Yeah, because I went past like the cutscene trigger point in where you meet Sidon, and for a second there I didn't see Link. When Sidon was talking, I thought Link left the cutscene.
Out of here!
I don't want to be with these fish people. I'm out.
Hi, Ethan.
Hey, welcome back.
How was dinner?
God, now I'm feeling old. I'm looking on Twitter while we're going through all this, and I just read that Kirby Superstar is now 23 years old. It came out this day in Japan in 1996. That was my first game, man. I feel old.
I guess Link thought that Sidon was too fishy of a character. I remember when.
I'll be more ironic if you're wearing the whole fish costume in general with the Sora armor. Man, people need to get tissues for these swimmers.
I know, that's
Blow
what
your nose.
Blow your nose, swimmers. Pretty good. Hot potatoes, chopped ham, covered in cheese and milk. Oh, God, that's good.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, Ethan, what do you eat? Hot potatoes a good game. What do you eat? That's the best picture. More or less, it's more poke the mat when you said hot potato. Like, I know it's a good game, but what'd you eat? My favorite variant I've seen of that is when someone's playing a game like 1,000 Blake White cards and they have the hot potato card. And you see someone's reaction when someone says, and that's the end of the game, when they just get the hot potato. The first game was supposedly Sonic 1. Can't remember playing as a kid. The only game I remember was my N64 games. Speaking of, Kirby 64 was the first game I ever beat that I can remember anyways. Hey, yeah, that's a good one to beat. Kirby 64 is a fun game.
My first video game I played was on the Genesis. But I don't remember too much after that. I think the I ever got was pops up. And yeah, but then again I was like 3. So 3 or 4. First game I actually like beat was Pokemon Red version.
I mean, I'm trying to think what... Can I count me saying I beat Kirby Superstar as my first one when I gently didn't beat the arena until years later? That's the one that's like a question, right? It's always the question of mystery.
Oh my gosh.
I would say that's more of 100%.
What a typo! He said sex instead of sex. Oops.
I was confused there for a sex. It was a weird sex.
Lester, you're not helping.
You want to go catch Articuno, Lester?
I mean, we're gonna do literally everything but that here. The birds are later.
You can get Seal, Dugong, Slowpoke, oh no, you can't get Slowpoke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he's here. I'm gonna check now while I'm doing the battle. Here we go, Seafoam Islands.
Allison!
Hang on, I zoned out for a second. What about 6? I was bored of chat, but I heard sex. Now I'm interested. Alright, what's interesting is I'm looking at the Pokemon here that you can get. In the first floor all the way down to basement 2, a rare encounter is Squirtle. So for some reason you didn't get the Squirtle from Officer Jenny, here you go. Get it here.
Yeah, this is such a late game to get Squirtle though.
Yeah, right? I wouldn't get a Squirtle at this point.
Where's your loot?
I got a nut. Is that close enough?
I got a nut. A nut button.
I wasn't even paying attention to what Pokemon he had. I'm just gonna use Eevee to be safe.
Unless you got a little flustered, wouldn't you say? I know,
Sorry,
I know.
not interested in sexualizing my waifu. No, that's just the rest of the anime scene. competition. Oh, sorry, that's just 4chan.
Did you just take a screenshot of that?
Yeah, I probably saw it on. Sorry. I like when he goes.
That feel when Flareon's Flare Blitz did more than my bouncy bubble. When it's weak too. Excuse me. Several questions. Does this guy hack his stats to be good? Yeah, it has that good of an attack stat. Come on.
I suddenly feel like I'm the only degenerate here. Kira, we're all degenerates on the inside. Lester's like, speak for yourself, man.
Dude, I fall asleep at 3. That's a degenerate. You stay up by watching people like Patty on the front page talk about dick jokes. That's how you're a degenerate.
I'm not surprised.
Yep.
Because, you know, that's him in general.
Dear God. He hurts. He has all the good moves. I want the good moves.
I want all the...
Might be Porygon's higher level and doesn't know Hydro Pump. Explain where you learn this. I want
the move like Jagger.
No, seriously, I want to know where you learn Hydro Pump with Porygon this level. I want it. Cheater.
Actually, I think you might have missed your chance to get higher Hydro.
Well, what would be the level, though? That's the question, because I evolved this Eevee, like, as soon as we were able to get it, which is in the 30s.
Yeah. It was early 30s.
Oh, of course. Of course. The game kind of screws you over with that one a bit. You need to get one from the Go file at that point.
You won't be able to teach your Vaporeon the move relearner isn't until Indigo Plateau.
That's fine. I kind of figured it was a late game anyways.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the only thing you know? I'm resistant to it. Hydro Pump's level 31, let's go for Porygon. Well, that just sucks. Because by the time you get one of these guys, 34 or above.
Yeah.
Ouch.
It's like really freaking late. I'm like,
yeah. That doesn't help at all. So, either import one from Go, or wait until endgame, and then get it from the Indigo Plateau. This is why we need to have water TMs. Otherwise, Vaporeon would be terrible. It would not know any good water moves. So I'm gonna get off this Charizard because I don't want to miss anything. Here, we'll let this little Dragonair just slither around behind me.
Aww.
I like running around in a circle, though. That just looks stupid. Make me stop. So much vape action. I mean, this place does look like someone's vaping up a storm.
Kaioken plus 20!
There we go. I was gonna say hello. I'm pushing. Hi, Seal. Oh, that's another Seal. I thought that was a Dugong. Like, hang on, I'm gonna back out of this one. I don't care about this. I want Dugong.
Dugong.
I mean, that thing is a much lower spawn rate, so if I can get that now, it'd be great. All the floors I'm looking at, it's a 10%, so no matter where I get it, it's going to be hard to find. But then Jinx is 14, so that's a little weird. If you want to calm down with the Kaioken, I heard that you do this for too long, your body shuts down.
Kaioken times 20! God dang it, Eevee. I told you not to go Super Saiyan.
I mean, have you seen Goku at the end of that Universe 6 tournament? His body literally collapsed. He had the worst Charlie horse of his life. His whole body was a Charlie horse.
Oh gosh, don't remind me, please.
Yeah, they hurt like hell. I don't like how I have to press the A button every time I gotta push the stone. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that, because in all the other games, you just do it once, and then you can push. You don't have to keep on interacting with
it. Ethan was like, it's flying, see? Yeah, it is flying. Yeah, I don't know why Mega Knight can fly and levitate and stuff, but can't learn to fly. It's got wings on its
a little
head.
consistent. Hey, Jinx.
You got Jinx yet?
Popo's soulmate. Got Mr. Popo's soulmate.
Mr. Popo.
I mean, it was worse when they had the original blackface. They had to change this Jinx color scheme to purple, starting with like Gen 2, because yeah, people kind of found it a little racist.
What'd they do with Mr. Popo in Dragon Ball with that problem?
I think he's still a fully black-faced character. I don't think he ever touched him. I mean, if they do that now, I guess turn him blue?
I guess. Turn him blue, okay. The only time I watched Dragon Ball all the way through...
Ah, damn it. Please catch now. This thing's about ready to run. Thank you. I don't want this thing to run away. This is a 14%. That's kind of low. To be fair, everything in this room is a low spawn rate. Really? Really? Okay.
Another Jinx.
So much for that 14%.
Yeah, so much for that.
So, is Jinx a female-only Pokemon, or is that also one of the confused ones like Mr. Mime?
No, Jinx is always a female.
Alright, good. Mr. Mime's the only one that has a identity crisis.
Yeah. Mr. Mime is the only one that has a identity.
I mean, it's Mr. in the title. Kind of screwed him up badly.
Yeah, Jinx is a female-only Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so with that look. If you told me that thing's male, I'm gonna be very confused. And also call out cross-dressing. You know, like Cloud.
Tauros is male only, and Miltank is female only. Yeah.
That makes sense too, yeah.
There's a couple Pokemon that are like that. I think if I remember correctly, Braviary is also like Rufflet and Braviary are always male. Volibee and Mandibuzz are always female. I think I got that right.
I mean, the Buzz ones sound right to me at least. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I think that's the other one that does that.
So many Jinx.
You can confirm the Volibee line, not sure about. Yeah, Rufflet and Braviary, I think, are pretty sure. Gen 5 was that weird time when they kind of tried to replicate Gen 1 in a lot of ways with new Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would be surprised if that was actually.
I mean, that's why a lot of the Pokemon's designs are very similar. Yeah. Hey, Slowbro. I want you.
No, bro. Did you catch Slowpoke?
Nope. Oh, this is weird.
He's going... I don't want that weak Slowpoke.
Oh, come on.
But then again, Gen 5 was a good... Gen 5 is an underrated generation, in my opinion. I mean, it's now it's not as underrated because everybody's starting to think that way, but back in the day, people hated Gen 5. I don't understand what the deal was.
Yeah, it was weird too, because even back in the day, people loved Black and White 2 in comparison to the first when it came out. Like, people were bashing the first for a while.
Yeah.
Which I don't get, because honestly, it was a breath of fresh air for most people. Because it actually did something different while still keeping the same old formula.
I kind of want to go back and play Black and White again.
I still gotta play them at one point.
There's a lot of I just want to play Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't have Slowpoke yet. I kind of figured.
Have to be Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so.
Yeah.
I think that might be our next thing that we do, babe.
Mhm.
Is that okay?
Well, we gotta finish up. Let's go fully too.
Yeah.
Because the lack of the old generation Pokemon, as well as the lack of bad designs of troubleshooting, like, yeah, that was a lot of the reasons why people were bashing it. It's just, like, some of the designs people didn't care for, and they didn't use any of the old ones, but they were still in the game. You just didn't get them until after you beat the Elite Four, because they wanted you to have a fresh experience like the original gen. I thought that was a cool idea, personally. You get tired of seeing Zubats all the time. Or Golbats in this case. So to change it up even slightly, that's already a big difference.
Yeah. Get ready.
Oh, hi, Slowpoke.
Cutscene in Sun and Moon, or at least just as many as if you play Black and White. Yeah, I play Black and White all the time though. I mean, I let's played it on my channel. So.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the days when I used built-in emulator recording functions.
Oh my god,
man.
I'm never doing that again. That was horrible.
Yeah, you see, nowadays, if I record from emulators, let me just load up the good old OBS and just window capture this. No way am I gonna do that crap. Ooh, I remember back in the day, Astral Display is a fitting story to tell it. Because I remember back on my original Pokemon Yellow Let's Play I did back in 2011, this area I had to kind of go through without showing any of the puzzles because I recorded the whole thing and then the recording just didn't work. So I had to just basically go back through this area and just show, here's how it would have looked. Because I already saved over the file. Yeah, built-in recorders suck. They're not reliable at all. Like, they're a good pinch thing if you just need to use it real fast, but man, I don't like the built-in recorders on the emulators because they're very hit or miss if they're gonna work.
I used that's how I really started my Let's Play. I was using built-in recorders on an emulator.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like it was good on a pinch. So back in the day, it worked out for a lot of us because that's all we had.
Yeah, that's literally all we had. So,
I mean, I was lucky when my first playthrough started. I was able to use a capture card proper, so I was able to record at least from a console too. Because I don't think I would have done a Let's Play of Majora's Mask if I had to do it from an emulator. That wouldn't have worked.
no.
Even now, N64 emulator is still pretty bad. I feel when emulator recording was how I started my channel. Always looked just fine. Remember to use the right codec. Then again, didn't do Let's Plays. I did battle videos. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. If you use the right codec, they still look fine. That's the thing. It's like video quality was fine, but it was reliability that could have been a problem, or just how intensive they were. I think I remember back in the day, like, when you tried to record your DS stuff, because that was a more complicated emulator anyways. It was more complex on your computer, slowing it way down.
Yeah, I remember the frame rate was going way too freaking, slow. Like, I played the game in, literally 2 frames a second.
Yeah, so, like, a 15-minute video would take you, an hour and a half to play through the game.
Yeah.
Because of the slowdown. Well, I got good news, is if we can't find a Dewgong soon enough, I'm gonna try, because they're 10%, that's not that bad, but if I can't find one soon enough, a seal evolves to a Dewgong level 34, which means 1 rare candy. We found these guys are leveled.
You'll find it.
And there's a Dewgong. So there you go. As soon as I finish my spiel about this, shows up.
When I finish my seal about this?
I had a feeling.
You've known him as long as I have.
That's true. Hey, what's this red button do? I see a leak button.
No! Sorry! Oh my god.
I don't trust it.
Now you're starting to make him.
Like, I don't trust it. And we're safe. Alright, I'm kidding. I'll add him back to the call.
No, I'm sorry. Dang it.
Okay, look at all the rest of my list. We're good. The only things left are in water, which is Shelter and also a Cloyster at 1%.
Yeah,
Dear
don't
God.
bother with the poster.
Yeah,
I accepted it.
You can literally evolve it.
yeah, Water Stone. Just catch a Shelter and use the stone. Speaking of which,
Oh,
I
sorry.
Shelter.
Last start the screen isn't loading.
When a joke goes too far and breaks everything.
Why does this have to happen? Because Matthew made a bad point.
Yeah, I'm looking over the rest of this list and we're good. We got everything else here now, so we could hunt for Cloyster if I was dumb. I'm not. We're just gonna get a stone.
If I was dumb, which I'm not.
I swear I'm not. I mean, I swear the drunk of God.
I swear, Ossifer. Why is the feed not coming back? Damn it.
It really did break it.
Yeah, really. I'm trying it again.
There we go.
Holy stones, Batman. They went a little overboard, don't you think?
Just a bit.
No, don't go. Why? I love how I held right and he went down. Yeah, I'm disappointed at the controls too, Eevee.
Eevee's a little scared because there's a legendary in this.
Yeah.
Why?
That's why it's like saying it feels like the tense fog, because it's legendary in the same room. Watch become a god. Maybe because you drank too much and you think you're dumb.
Often I feel that, like, without random encounters, a lot of the space in Let's Go kind of feels vacant.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
yeah, that's kind of what happens, like, in caves, of, like, when you take away random encounters. Like, okay. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Like, huh, yeah, this feels pretty empty. Why do people like Pokemon again? There's nothing here to do. Like, yeah, it's like you play the old ones, every step it's here's a Pokemon encounter. You become numb after a while.
So
Oh yeah, this is the exit way. I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna go back down. Imagine if Sword and Shield was designed with Let's Go encounters in mind. I would actually prefer that, because that'd be nice to see what you're gonna encounter before you run into it. We know they're not gonna do that, because they already showed in the trailer random encounters are back. It makes sense, it's tradition.
I think people expect Game Freak way too much with, like, if they said, oh, well, they don't innovate very. Like, yeah, because you still buy the Pokemon games.
Well, not just that, but every time they do something different, people complain, so they backpedal on it because people are so mad that they won't buy the games, so they have to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Because they know it sells. Literally the only reason why we keep on getting the same thing over and over again. It's because the
feel
fan
like
base keeps on getting upset about nothing. Like, literally, that's nothing.
I get upset about a lot of things in Pokemon. Like, it's so weird how the fan base treats like some Pokemon games. Like I mentioned before, people hated Black and White when it came out for the designs of Pokemon and all that other stuff. It felt too linear, yada yada yada. And then now people are praising it because it's like, oh, the story was great.
Like, bye. We'll do him later.
Yeah. Hi, bye.
I'm gonna save the birds for all at once.
The only reason why they pandered it much, and yeah, now people are starting to get annoyed that they pandered.
Yeah, I mean that is actually a legit problem. I can see that, but it's like they have to half the time because they know it's the only way people will come back after they hate on a gen so much. I think why did they do this immediately after the Sun and Moon stuff? People didn't like the radical change both of those games did.
Yeah.
They didn't like how Sun and Moon was away from the gyms and how Ultra Sun and Moon barely changed anything. So they fall back to Gen 1 because they know it sells. Which it is true because I think this sold really well right off the bat. Yeah, Sun and Moon were good games. I enjoyed it. I personally still think the original Sun Moon is much better than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because they just cut out a lot of the story that I really liked from the originals. You just lose so much character development from people like Lily. It's sad. You literally miss out on the sad parts. I mean to go back down. Hang on.
I like Sun and Moon too. I really did. I know that Lester didn't like Ultra Sun and Moon.
I didn't think it changed enough to really be different this time around. Like all the other like third game versions, we'll say, I feel like changed a lot more that make it more justified. Not just that, but the changes they did make outside of the post game, I didn't like as much. Again, they cut back so much of the story. And a lot of that I really liked. So when they changed it for Ultra, I'm like, the story's not as good anymore. Which is so sad. Yeah, the trials I think are a little bit better in Ultra Sun and Moon as well. Some are just legitimately much better.
Yeah.
Although, Sun and Moon, I say don't play Gen 7 at all on a standard 3DS model if you can. Because those games run like absolute garbage on a standard 3DS one I've seen. If you enter a double battle, the game runs in 5 frames a second. It's bad. You can definitely tell they designed that for new systems in mind. Only has standard 3DS for Whip Me. Yeah, the frame rate kind of tanks. That's the problem. I don't think 3D works at all in the Sun Moon games because of just how bad the frame rate can get. They didn't want to take a chance. Yeah, they completely disabled 3D for Gen 7. It's because of how bad that frame rate is. I think if you have 3D on a standard 3DS model, probably be a literal slideshow. 1 frame a second. Oof. I didn't play those on original models because I have a new model. But I did watch a playthrough of someone playing Sun on a standard 3DS because that was their capture unit, and oh man, it was bad. It really chugged. And I was surprised too, like wow, that was that bad on original hardware? That's insane. Naturally, that's half the market.
It's almost a decade-year-old system.
That's true. I'm just surprised it was that bad. And I was like, ooh, I feel bad for anyone who hasn't upgraded. Because I know some people only stick with that because that's all they can use. That's all they can afford. They don't want to buy the new ones, which is totally understandable at that point. Also, watch my Let's Play. I didn't know I had a caps unit. Share?
Who does?
No, we're just messing around. That's all.
You went Robo. Say that again.
I guess we're having connection issues all of a sudden. I mean, we're getting near the end, so it's okay. Now, just like catch up on chat a bit. That's all. Just poke fun what Kieran said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. You just went Robo.
Yeah, only X and Y had 3D enable. Kills the frame rate there too. That is true. I think 3D was also available on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but only in the battles. Also killed the frame rate.
A lot of people want to say 6th gen was the worst. I'm like, why are we wanting just gens? Like, I don't know. I feel like people can focus on negatives because I feel like every ads. You know what I mean?
Not really, because cut out.
Sorry. I said, I don't know why people want to focus on the negatives of I said, I feel like every generation has its goods and its bads.
That's true, yeah.
A lot of people are now starting to hate on Gen 2.
That's just like the trend with anything nowadays. That's the problem. Like, oh, something's old now, so we're gonna hate on it. Even though it was beloved back then. It has no problems. Like, why? I never hear reasons when people hate on it. It's just hate for the sake of hate. Yeah, that's what Kira said. It's human nature at that point. People just want to focus more on negatives than the positive aspects. So they'll look back at something that people have in high regard with positive looks and just put a negative attitude on it.
Yeah. I know it. Luster, are you there? Still there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The Sun and Moon, I think, has outsold X and Y just barely.
I think it outsold by a lot because when that first came out, they said that was their best-selling Pokemon game when it launched. I think it's because of all the people who were playing Go at the time. They transitioned over to Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Like, that was like a perfect strategy for them back then because that came out in the summer, and then Sun and Moon came out in November, so it was literally like a few months apart. People were still in that Pokemon high.
Yeah. And now Pokemon's still going really good now with the Let's Go games.
Yeah, I mean, they're still in their Pokemon high because of the Switch. That's the big thing. A lot of the people from the Go community, again, picked up this game because it was easy to get into and has the Go integration. So they're going to migrate over to Sword and Shield. Watch, that's also going to be reported to have some pretty high sales too, because of the migration. They both sold around 16 million, which is general sales for a game, or for the series. Okay. I didn't know how much that Gen 6 was selling at the time. I know Gen 7 was a bigger deal. Like, Nintendo themselves were saying it was doing bank at the time because of the huge sales they were going to launch. But we keep on forgetting about, like, lifetime sale, too.
I think, Pokemon, still, Pokemon Red and Blue sold, this is like 31 million.
That's a fast Gyarados. Also won the Murder of the Bird guy. Went straight for him. Yeah, no, I think you're right though, Matt. I think Red and Blue is still the best-selling Pokemon game, technically. It's still one of the highest-selling games of all time. It was the original. It's Pokemon. It blew up. And when you count like re-releases like the Virtual Console, then that inflates it even more. Kind of hard to count it when you don't know the actual numbers. Nintendo doesn't give away digital sales. Oh, we have no idea. Lifetime sales normally around 12 to 18 million. The Diamond and Pearl having the third highest sales at 19 million. I mean, that's still really good. Why people always says Pokemon is one of their best-selling series, because that if they could sell like 12 to 18 million of a thing, usually Pokemon's high up there, and it's definitely their seller at those numbers especially. Do I need to call an adult?
Do I need I need an adult.
Sir, I'm gonna arrest you, ma'am, on adultery.
Lewd. Back to lewd chat.
Nut.
Nut emote. Some of the wording in this game, I swear, I'm just like, okay, come on.
If you don't know what you're doing, I don't believe you. Welcome to Kanto. We give everyone big pearls.
That's not wrong, to be honest.
Now I'm gonna give you the compliment to Krabby.
Why Lapras?
Wait a minute, why is this spawning? Why this is a rare spawn, and I caught nothing on this route. Huh? Well, that's gone. If I beat this battle fast enough, it might still be on the map, but that's gone.
Yeah, it'll still be on the map.
The heck? I'm checking that. I'm making sure that was rare, and not just like, oh, no, it's like a 2% encounter.
It's an unusual encounter.
Yeah, what's with the stupid luck? That doesn't make any sense. Rare spawn, or again, you must have a catch combo. Lapras, no you don't. Hi.
Bye, James. Welcome to Kanto, where everything we talk about, dude, in some way or shape or form.
Lapras, come here, mine.
My Lapras. I just entered Erica's gym and showed the girl in front of my Weeping Bell. Said it was cute. Yeah,
Yep, that's the cutest Pokemon.
I think that one's a freebie, Ethan.
Yeah.
I do think that gym's a freebie.
Show her a Ghastly, and she's like, "Oh, I love it." It's like, excuse me.
We got Lapras.
That was weird. I guess I counted my catch combos from Seafoam Island? I don't know how that works, but I'll take the free Lapras. Thanks, game. Also, welcome to Cinnabar. We here.
Yeah, Cinnabar.
Man, I'm gonna confiscate that Magmar in the case I'm on my dick. I want it.
The feed went out for a second.
Oh. Weird. I didn't miss much. I'm just putting Pokeballs down. I'm curious. Let me see. What's on... Oh, there's a lot we can get on 21. Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to end it here on this island. So what we could do, actually, is I can make my way over back to Pallet Town real fast. This is a short route. And just grab things here real fast. So I might as well do that.
There's a lot of... Lester, be careful. There's a lot of trainers here.
That is true. Actually, time is it? Going for about... Yeah, I might as well actually. Now you say that, I might want to save that for the next session because that might take a bit. You got a very good point.
Probably next session. Suddenly look this way. I'd say next session we'd be able to probably beat all the gyms.
Probably, because this one doesn't take too long. Going to the mansion will probably take a little bit, though. But besides that and the route, yeah, we could probably knock out the gyms.
It won't be too bad on the gyms.
Nah, the gyms don't take too long. Although, possibly this is plain. That's it. His gym is a giant puzzle.
Yep.
At least we're going to go ahead and get a stone real fast here.
Well, you could have ended the stream by reviving your fossils.
That is true. We'll do that, but first, we gotta get a water stone. I don't have any more. Let me actually check on Route 21 real fast, see what I can catch there. I'm trying to see if there's anything here I need a stone for. Nope, okay, I'm just buying a water stone. I got a lot of candies I need to use. Now that I got a full team, I know what I'm wanting to use. I should probably use these soon. Keep on forgetting about them, that's the thing. I mean, I got 96 quick candies. So I'm forgetting about these hard.
Yeah.
How much you can sell these back for? Half price. I keep it. In case I want to evolve a Alolan form thing.
Yeah, I might want to because we gotta... The ice stones are only ever used for the...
There's not many, like, there's two Alolan things you can evolve with the Ice Stone, I believe. It's the Vulpix and something else.
Sandshrew.
Sandshrew. Yeah, that was it. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I just thought of something problematic for my team setup. Oh, so the problem is, I just realized we need to train one of the fossil Pokemon to get it to evolve. Because you can't catch its evolved form in the field. So my team's going to be a little cluttered, or I'm going to have to use the daycare.
Oh, Lester? No. No. Because, they're at level 40 when you get them.
Oh, okay, that won't be as bad then. It won't take too long to evolve.
My biggest issue is we don't have the... Which one did you get? I
got Helix.
Right? Yeah, you don't have an extra dome anywhere. Yeah, just rare candy. Yeah.
Yeah, because if it just evolves like a level, I can easily just do that easily. I'm making sure. There's Mount Moon. I'm gonna click on that in the guide just so I can get to the dang fossils quicker. Oh, Spike Cannon. I'm not gonna use you, but let me see what it is. Terrible.
Spike Cannon's kind of a good move for him.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah, but it's basically Fury Swipes, that's what it is. It's 20 power and attacks 2 to 5 times, so yeah, I don't really like moves like that. Because every time you want to use it, it's the 2 time. So it's really bad. Okay, now when we're out of here, I'm going to look up the Pokemon in these fossils and get the levels.
With its ability. Cloyster has the skilling ability, right?
I don't remember. If any of you guys in chat know, that'd be great.
Yeah, Skill Link is a really good ability, and I love it to death. That's why, like, Mincino, the Mincino family in Gen 5 is, like, one of my favorite Pokemon. Because, Skill Link, it makes it so any moves that do, like, 2 to 5, always do 5.
That'd be good if that's the case, because then that'd be 100 damage.
I love Vincino. Plus, he's not only that, he's really cute. So it's just like, I like him.
Okay, I got the 2 up now, Aldermite and Kabuto. I want to see how both of these evolve, because I gotta do both anyways.
Back when in the chat me and Kira frequented back in the day, that was my icon, was Vincino. Because I like Vincino a lot.
I get that. Oh yeah, I forgot the gym's up here and then the lab's down here, because they both have the same looking sign. Or the same looking building, I should say. Yeah, they both evolve at level 40, so I can just rare candy both of these guys.
Yeah.
Problem is I gotta find the other stone, and that's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll go. You know what, Lester? I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna try to grind in my game to find the other stone, which was a dome, right?
Yeah, stone. I mean, I'm gonna try and do the same when we get to that point as well, so we can see if we can find it. Yeah, if you can find one in advance, that would definitely help. Then we don't have to do all that crap.
Okay.
For now, let's just give you my fossils. Here's a Helix.
Praise Helix.
I feel when Twitch plays Pokemon still is going on, and all I play now is Pokemon Battle Revolution. And it's a mess. Do you feel any Twitch plays of something as a mess? Because of how the chat is.
Oh, you're looking at Erica, not me. Well, I do like Erica the most out of all the campers. Can't say who I have as a favorite.
I think mine was Blaine, just because of how interesting he is.
I don't know who my favorite. I would say my favorite is. I like all of them equally. I think that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the fossil Pokemon is level 40.
Yeah, 44. So all I gotta do is give it one rare candy and it evolve immediately.
Yeah.
How many more do I have left, though?
In the originals in Fire Red and Leaf Green, these guys were 5. But
oh, I got 13 rare candies. We're good. Yeah, the originals, all the fossil Pokemon were level 5, which means by the time you got here and got the Pokemon out of the fossil, they were useless on your team. You had to grind these things up if you wanted to use them at all. But now at like 44, this is way more usable. Like,
yeah,
I would consider using this thing on my team at this level now, because it's on par with the rest of it. But you get in box, because I already have a full team. So, in the box you go. Oh, and here's another spike cannon. It has actually a lot of good moves, so it's kind of hard to say which one you want to get rid of. I get rid of Protect, personally. Alright, back in the box. Oh, wrong button.
I just want to, but I don't want to.
This looks neat. Back in the box.
No! Were you close?
Yeah, I got a shot. I think I might have missed the tower on the way up. Damn it. I don't know, but I'm gonna go back down here in a little bit to go get the tower so I get the map on this place. How did I miss the tower? I was so focused on going up this river because of the cutscenes.
A good question. Oh, okay, this is the Alolan guy. Give it the level 10. This is such a major difference. So let's just, let's rip the guy off.
He don't care.
I love how the Alolan form of Meowth looks. Just looks so sassy.
I know. Looks like freaking Garfield.
It really does.
said blue instead of orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Why not? I want to see how the, Wait, where'd it go? Oh, crap. Oh, God. Where'd it go? There it is. I want to see it. I want to see it as a Persian. I don't think I have Persian yet, so this is actually going to be weird. My first Persian is going to be the wrong one.
Erica's gym reminds you of Gardenia. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I need to drop on Attack and play Platinum. Dang it.
Then do it.
I just want to play a lot
So,
of Pokemon.
since it's going to be my first Persian, this doesn't count. I need to get the other one, because I want the original in the Pokedex as an entry. So, we'll have to shove the Garfield. Ah, randomly learn Swift. Okay, thanks.
Swift. Also, using an Alolan Ninetales sweep Erica's gym rip fire types.
Yep. Don't have to worry about any of the grass there, just freeze it.
Oh shit. Really? I'm going up here! Why is a blood moon happening right now?
Nope, set a fire.
Oh, lordy. I just killed a bunch of enemies.
Set a fire. Your Switch's memory is full. Would you like a blood moon to fix? Do you have lots of friends? The Pokemon count as friends? As I got 90 something. If not, no. This kid is a solo kid. He's got an Eevee. That's it.
Yeah, the freaking Lizalfos I just killed came back. Freaking kidding me? Have mercy, please. Master Bone's like, no. Here's another blood moon.
Yeah, this doesn't look right. Look at that nice looking normal Meowth, and then we got this Alolan one in this place, the Persian. So we have 110, but this guy needs to be fixed.
I always thought the Persian had a big head for some reason.
Yeah, because it's a big cat.
I didn't like its arm.
I mean, it hates Mondays, so I don't blame you.
Amber likes using Persian.
Yeah.
It's a pretty interesting Pokemon. And now we're having a dark type too, it's even better.
I'm using it in our...
What's Perkily doing in Kanto? That's a good question.
What's Pergly doing?
Wait a minute, I just realized, Poliwrath, how do you evolve that again? Let me make sure.
Poliwhirl Waterstone.
I've forgotten all that too.
Should've go buy a stone.
Sorry, kind of walking Pokedex when it comes to first.
Alright, so we're gonna end on 111. Yeah, it does count as getting the Kanto version, but the Kanto version doesn't show up in my decks. So I'm gonna want the Kanto version too. Can I just have his for a second?
Yeah, can I have his so I can have...
I think we all almost are walking decks. Have you seen me? What's a Pokemon?
Almost are walking Pokedex.
Okay, that actually is technically in the decks with that. Let me check.
And,
Like, I want to see if I can swap it then. If that's the case.
Why did they make it look so weird?
That's all I'm wondering. Oh, well, there we go.
Dark type.
I just had to press up. Yeah, there you go. That actually swapped. All right, well, I guess that did count. Sweet. I just want to have the normal one show my decks is completed. We did it then.
We did it.
I mean, yeah, just proved you wrong on that one, Kara. It's like, yeah, you can. Just press up on the stick. You're good.
You Good.
I didn't realize that until I saw the bubbles up there. I was like, wait a minute, can I just like go up and down on the stick? And there it goes. Now it's different on the decks. Because I know when you have both, it will register both in the decks and you can swap between them. I didn't know how you were able to swap between them.
Didn't you get an Arcanine from that?
I got an Arcanine from the trade of like 10 Meowths. But I can't get a Growlithe.
Maybe that's in my game where you get the Persian.
In Pikachu, you get the Persian, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We traded them out.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are super convenient on that, because if you couldn't find one version exclusive, the other one had it. So you literally just asked, hey, can I have this?
That's the thing with that. If you want to trade, you have to have...
That worked out perfectly for us, because he likes Arcanine and I like Persian, so...
That's true, yeah. There, I guess now with me teaching chat about the swapping in the decks now, I'm part of the walking Pokedex.
Yes.
Kind of. I'll just say I am to feel better about myself.
I did feel better about myself. I figured out something that everybody else didn't know.
Now submit to me. I don't even remember seeing this move. That has to be a newer one.
What,
That's
Submission?
pretty good, yeah.
Oh, Submission's been since Gen 1.
I don't remember this from Gen 1.
Yeah, that's Gen 1 Pokemon move.
I mean, it makes sense. I just don't remember it all.
Like, all the fighting types like Machoke and Poliwrath, that's like Poliwrath's signature.
Yeah, I can see that. Anthem submit. I read that as Anthem for a sec. Like, I think they'll have to submit a, patch notes. How bad that gets. Oh, Eevee's not pissed anymore. I gave her a stone because I wanted her pissed. Now she's happy. Why aren't you pissed?
Tauros? I don't know.
There. Now we end on 1-1-1. I'm gonna go down to the servers real quick just to buy some more potions before we end this. I probably want more than like 3. Oh wait, no, wrong floor. I want to go to 2, not 1. Unsmart. That was the TM shop. Well, while I'm here, I think I already have Dragon Tail.
We're gonna end it, but wait a minute.
This is but one more thing.
2 hours later.
Okay, Uncle.
Oh, I already got Dragon Tail. Alright, so I don't need to buy that then. Because that was only going to teach you the Dragonair. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad move for Eevee, technically, but I'm not going to give a Tri-Attack.
One more thing.
Man, Iron Tail, you're such a good, powerful move, but your accuracy's crap. I swear, that's not 75. That feels more like 15. Because half the time, you just miss. Yeah, I'm going to buy a lot of Hyper Potions. I can afford a lot. I'll go with 16. Hyper Beam Eevee. If this thing wasn't already overkill. Oh, well, now I can buy Max Potions. I kind of forgot about that. I can only buy up to 97, so I'll just buy more Hypers.
Damn it! I want Hyper Beam!
I mean, yeah, Carrie, you got a point on that. I think only evolved Pokemon can get Hyper Beam. I don't think pre-evolutions like Eevee can. But man, imagine seeing Eevee spit out Hyper Beam. That'd be hilarious.
Freaking Snorlax does Hyper Beam through its eyes.
Yeah, explain that one. Alright, now let's look over our decks one final time before we end it. Now let's see our completion rate, which is 111. Oddly specific. But yeah, we're doing pretty good, honestly. Like that, out of 151, technically 150 get in the game. Yeah, that's like less than 40 left. Or exactly 40 left, counting Mew.
Yeah, exactly 40 left.
Although, wait a minute, I got to subtract Meltan, because that doesn't count.
No.
110. Well, 110 for Kanto Pokemon. So yeah, there's like 40 left. That's not bad at all.
You're getting there.
Yeah. I mean, too bad. A lot of them now we're getting to are locked out by specific versions, like Sandshrew, I believe, is one.
Yeah.
Mankey is another one, weirdly enough. And I also got some of the trade ones coming up, like Machamp, Alakazam. And we'll be dealing with those when we get to it.
Yeah.
Golem. I haven't found Magnemite yet, but we're going to probably see him once we get to the power plant. Yeah, that's just what I was thinking, like power plant. Grimer, I think it's Pikachu, which is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Again, Voltorb, Letro, we'll see those at power plant. I have no idea when we're going to see Executes.
Execute is on Route 23, right before Victory.
Wow, so we're not going to see that for a while.
And
That's so weird to see Execute that late in the game.
I don't know.
Yeah, Parasect, that's another one we haven't found yet. But that, again, is like super late. That's post-game, I believe.
Oh, no. Parasect's one of those you're going to have to...
Coughings we haven't found yet. I think, again, that might be Pikachu.
I think so. No, Coughing is in your game. It's in Pokemon Mansion.
Yeah, Coughing's in the Eevee version, and Grimer's in Pikachu.
Yeah, you're right. It shows up here. So it is my version. And then Let the Buzz and Magmar. I think one of these is version exclusive. I don't know.
No, Magmar...
Power plant. Now it's Magmar. Magmar's here. Magmar's here in the mansion. Alright, so they're both in just one area, but that's it. That's good. Yeah, that's not bad.
So, there's gonna be some trading you're gonna have to do to get, like, stuff.
Yeah. It's weird that they made Coffee and Grimer version exclusives. That is a random one. Same for Ekans. Ekans is another one I think is version exclusive, because that's mine. That's my version. That's always weird. Oh my god, I can catch Executor too. Oh man, I gotta imagine the catch rate and that's gonna be low.
Yeah, it's like 1%.
Oh god. I maybe better evolve in that one as well.
Yeah, it's better. It's just literally a leaf stone. That's
yeah. I think it's due to the red and blue exclusives. Yeah, I think it's based on that as well, because I think the originals had the same issue. It always feels weird, because all the later games, you can just catch those things in every version. Yeah, Paris can at least be found Cerulean Cave, but you gotta be waiting until after Elite Four, so you don't see that for a while. But yeah, now next time we meet up, we'll go ahead and clear out this place. So we'll get the gym done here, get a mansion done. Maybe even another gym too, who knows? Because we're nearing the end of the official game itself, like the main storyline, near the end. Still got a decent amount of Pokemon to catch though, so there's still a lot more left to the game. Isn't that right, Eevee?
Yeah. Eevee.